wonder.
What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They
Stop
watch our moves,
identity
they
thieves
copying
in their
still.
tracks with a
Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. BG, Jack move, Kiss move, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack move voice, we saying ew. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, don't step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon will? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. Weapon will, weapon will. Watch how I show you my weapon will. What weapon will? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon will? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no fire car, but you know I came with a tech. Yeah, since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on nets. Yeah, set 'em up, super soaker, pump action, wet 'em up, shooting out the. Yeah, we catching up. We got the games, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel. Get the cash and grab the steel. Yeah. Weapon wheel. Out the window. Extend up. Weapon wheel. Yeah. It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridge in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby. We hit the core. 5 sales. What you bargain for? If you ain't gon' pull up, then what you bargain for? Broke the game and then I pull a jack move. Jazzy beats playing. You know it's real smooth. Alexander Wayne on the trench coat. Boulders to his feet. Let's see if he can float. Spend the money. She gon' hit a C note. Gave a review. It was murder. She wrote. It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby. We hit the core.
Black coupe with the roof missing. Spitting wisdom like a tooth missing. Weapon will is not a euphemism. Hit the L once and now my fingers twitching. Trade the AR for the VR. That's my new mission. It's a different vision. Ain't no game of talk when I aim and charge. Should've known better. Get the gang involved.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we jump in your lobby. We hit the core.
It's Kid Smooth. I'm the soul survivor. Best bot, no doubt about it. The outcast and outlasted the crumb side. Biggest and baddest. Ex-addict dweller, the dick puller, and the Uber driver. If that's slow, I'm a scuba diver. A neutralizer, a lyrical brutalizer.
It's a new era. When I shoot at your cap, there is no error. Pop out with a loadout on a Sunday. Don't check the weather. Leave us smoking in a 64. Then I switch to cartridges in 64. 5-man weave hit the floor. Then we just.
Yo. Mic check, mic check. Jackie boy. Check, can y'all hear me?
Yo, BG.
What's up?
You got to turn me up, bro, because I'm not I don't know how to I don't know what I'm doing different. On the PlayStation I'm too loud, on the PC I'm too quiet, so
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, let me just I'll turn us up. Just to
Yeah, just let me
compensate for
know,
Alex.
You just let me know if the audience says I'm too loud, dude.
All right. How's it going, chat? What up? How was everybody week? Oh, that doesn't look right.
Yo, Smooth.
What up?
You looking at the camera?
Wait, say that again?
There we go.
You looking at the camera? You see this?
Was that a watermelon?
Yeah.
Why is it is that a miniature melon?
Fine.
Oh,
dine.
you was bad at picking melons, dude. That's not gonna be a sweet one.
How? Why? It got the yellow.
No, it's supposed to be like yellow and brownish. Where is it?
No, it's supposed to have certain striations.
Bruh, nah, dude.
It's supposed to have like sunspot, like shit that like sunspots.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro,
I
has
just
a
learned this
spot,
recently.
right?
I'm not even good at picking like stuff out, but I just learned this recently.
Yeah,
only good at picking
2 years
cotton,
ago, 2 years ago, I had a white woman follow me around the watermelons to see which one I picked out.
Your wife know about that?
Yeah, I told her when I came back, I'm like, yo, is this like a known thing?
Bro, it got the white. You're supposed to look for thick green bands. It's supposed to have
Bro,
a
it
certain.
doesn't
sound.
have the sunspot, bro.
It
This
does,
is gonna be a nasty watermelon.
it's supposed to sound hollow inside, right? It's supposed to sound
It
hollow, I think.
does.
Okay. I hate picking out
If I,
fruits.
if I did this a smooth
Pause.
head, that's what it would sound like. It sound
Watermelon trash, bro. Watermelon is
You
pure
tripping.
trash.
Shut your mouth.
I only eat watermelons if it's already cut up. I'm not opening a
Smooth.
watermelon.
You fucking with this move? What is this?
You know what
play
That's a
name this
cantaloupe.
move. Yeah.
Never had a cantaloupe.
And I prefer seedless. And there's apparently like black people believe that seedless watermelons are less flavorful than seeded watermelons, but apparently that's a myth. Like I looked it up.
I don't
Do you-
believe that. My thing is, I get concerned. Like, how did they get the seed out the watermelon, bro?
That's a good
Like,
question.
is that
I don't want to know.
Is it a
I don't
real
want to know.
watermelon?
Just give me the watermelon.
It's like when they do dogs, they say this has this trait and this has this trait. We gonna breed them. So they have a genetic mutation where it's made with no seeds in it. They take that patch and they like do some shit. Basically, they weed them out. That's how they do it.
All right, so it's a Bill Gates watermelon. All right, give me all
It's
the seeds.
It's man-made. Yeah.
Everything is man-made. You know how much?
Shit, I'd rather.
Yeah,
I would
regular watermelon
and
man-made
grab the
too.
watermelon myself, bro.
Bro, you know how much fruit and food we.
I'm
made?
not eating it. I'm not eating a carrot unless it got dirt on it. What's up?
Smooth, you know what I read, Smooth?
What you say?
You know what I read?
What you read?
They said every banana that's in existence is a clone from the exact same banana. That's what I'm like. All this shit man-made, bro. Look it up. Yeah, every banana is a clone of one banana, bro. Like,
So a banana not real? Like they didn't just find it?
I mean, I think they found it, but then they just cloned the one that they got that was right, and like all of them.
Yeah, they got sick of traveling to South America and getting bit by banana spiders, so they got that.
That's crazy.
They just got the one that just recloned that motherfucker like millions of times, billions of times. Like,
Babe, did you hear?
That's crazy.
that's what I read, man. That's what I read. All this shit is genetically altered, bro. Like,
Smooth wipe. I say, are you on that shit again, Smooth?
My wife didn't know what Captain Planet was, right? And I was like, what? That was my reaction, right? And I'm like I know Captain Planet. Me and my wife usually know all the same cartoons because like when I make a reference to a cartoon, she understands it, but she didn't get the Captain Planet reference I made. I'm like, she's like, what's Captain Planet? I'm like, oh, you joking? You funny? And she's like, no, I'm serious. I don't know what that is. I'm like, I'm not expecting everybody to have watched Captain Planet, but I expect everybody knows or has heard of Captain Planet. And she was born in 92. I was born in 90. And I know about Captain
she
Planet.
definitely should have seen. Bro, everybody has seen at least one episode of Captain Planet.
Was this
Yeah.
one of the
Captain Planet?
Did you
Yeah.
question a marriage at that point? Was you like, hold on, who the fuck are you? Like you didn't know who she was at that point, or what?
So I'm
They
like,
cloned your wife with Gucci Mane.
so I asked my wife's sister, because her sister's like, I want to say 4 or 5 years younger than her. I'm like, your sister be up on stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to ask her if she heard of Captain Planet, even though she's younger. She didn't hear of Captain Planet either, but her boyfriend heard of Captain Planet. So I guess it was like a show that it came on the same like channel as Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how you didn't know about Captain Planet if you know about Power Rangers.
I used to hate that fucking show. Y'all used to like Captain Planet?
It was cool.
That was like a pansy cartoon. That was on some heartfelt heart. I don't want to see this shit, bro.
No, Jack, it was on the
trash.
same level as Fuck, I was just about to say it. What was the cartoon where it was two kids and a dragon? Dragon Tales. It was
See,
on
but
the
that's
same.
on PBS. That's on PBS, though. I felt at an early age, I'm like, they trying to teach me something. I don't like this shit. I ain't trying to be
Yeah,
informed right now, my nigga. Like, I want to see some action going on. Like, you a
They used to
superhero,
play-
my guy.
they used to play that shit in kindergarten. When it was nap time. They used to play Dragon Tales.
Have any of you guys seen Harry Potter, like the play?
Nah.
Not
Harry
the play,
Potter and the
no.
Cursed Child.
Yes, I actually have. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
I would question BG. Are they implying that Harry Potter's son is gay?
I saw it like maybe 2 years ago. That's not what I remember. What I remember is what's his name? Malfoy?
Oh yeah, the nice Malfoy. Like he's definitely
he was screeching and screaming like a little girl the whole time. That's what I remember.
yeah.
Hold
So
on. JK didn't write that? What you talking about?
I think she wrote it, but the way that it's played, I never read the book. I went to go see the play 3 days ago. I think I seen the play on Juneteenth, whatever day that was, Thursday. And now the play was lit in terms of what they were able to do, like the performance as far in like the tech. Some of them I was trying to figure out, is that a rope or are they really like, they did a good job with the performance, but the story arc kind of threw me off. Like I was just kind of like weirded out because I thought that it's like they kept like wanting to make, Harry Potter's son, I think I forgot what his name, and the young Malfoy, whatever, like kiss. Like they were like willing to risk Elijah. Like I can't live without him. You know what I mean? It was like it was weird. It threw me off. I'm like, maybe I never saw. I didn't watch enough Harry Potter to see this coming. But if anybody else seen the play recently or in like if you kind of know the story, please inform me.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 455. I don't have a whole lot of topics for y'all. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, check out patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcasts. And you could also become a YouTube channel member by hitting the join button. Hitting the like button is also free. That's a way to support. Join our Weapon Wheel Discord. You can do that by signing up for, I think it's like any tier of the Patreon. And if you want to submit gameplay like what you're watching right now, link is in the description for that. You can just drag and drop your gameplay in there. Real simple and easy. Appreciate all gameplay submitted. All right. Let me see. Oh, before we get into any topics, I just want to say, Deontay, you're a dork. You're a cornball and you're a lame. That's
Man, what do you do?
I was just talking to him about Expedition. I don't like tryhards when it comes to like RPGs, kind of, right? So there's this boss, there's this boss called Simon in Expedition 33. Smooth, you probably didn't even encounter him.
I did. I've been avoiding him.
He's like in the weeds. So Jack, he's like the boss. You know how the game has the main bosses, but they got the optional boss that's way harder. Like he's actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. So he's kind of like that. And so I mentioned him, and Deontay's like, "Oh yeah, I one-shotted him." It's you niggas. And I was like, okay, cool. Like niggas create OP builds and be one-shotting bosses and stuff like that, right? I was like, okay, that's cool, but I know you looked it up, right? And he's like, no, I created the build on my own. I created the build to one-shot him completely on my own. I didn't look up anything. You're a liar. You're a liar. So I don't believe you.
He hit him in one shot and then said to himself, interesting. He didn't have no preparation. He didn't know anything.
Nothing. He said he picked the loadout. He picked the loadout completely by himself. Mind you, Jack, I know you played a little bit of it. There's a lot of Pictos in Expedition. So he put together all the right Pictos to one shot this super like hard boss. Like you without looking anything up, you're a liar. I don't believe you, and you're going to hell. Like, what are you talking about? You did not one shot that boss without looking anything up. I believe you one-shotted him. I don't believe you didn't look anything up. That's the part I'm like, all right.
That would be very impressive from what I'm hearing.
Have him come in here. Have him come in here and clean this shit up.
Still I think it shut up.
I walked in on that. I walked in on
Red
that
Pit was
argument.
with Red Pit was with Deontay yesterday. Where you at now? Like,
Yeah. We had 6 flags for now. Yeah.
Yeah,
My bad.
Oh,
he
no,
just-
he's still in the next bond.
You got a green hat on. Yeah, he's pretty much Cullix in Mario RPG, or maybe like one of the weapons in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, like kind of one of those. Where, except in my opinion, kind of harder, because like you could beat those bosses. I feel like you could beat those bosses. I beat those bosses without actually looking anything up. But like, and you could probably beat him. You could even beat Simon without looking anything up, probably. But him saying he one-shotted him without looking anything up, I'm like, bro, I've been gaming a long time. Who you think you fooling?
Okay, question, BG, because I came in at the end of that argument. Did he also say that he never told anybody? He just kept it to himself. Like he didn't think to make a YouTube tutorial. Like he just said, I beat him in one shot and kept it pushing. He didn't tell nobody about this.
I think he might have said I don't remember what he said. He might have told one person, he claims, but there's nobody to like validate his story. There's nobody to validate
Deontay,
his story. I don't think so.
You and After Dark, Deontay, because I'm sick of this shit.
I don't believe him.
That's crazy.
And then he's like, oh yeah, I man, shut up, Deontay. I'll smack you, nigga. Anyway,
You beat that game yet?
Threaten that nigga. Beat
yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
You didn't hear something crazy?
What?
No, go ahead, because you're still in the game.
No, I was about to say, like, I pretty much went everywhere else and fought mad bosses before I went to the final boss. So it was like pretty easy for me because like I did everything else before I actually went up to him. So yeah.
I haven't been able to play a single game since beating Expedition.
Oh.
You haven't been able to? Why
Had
not?
that effect on you?
There
ain't nothing hidden. Ain't nothing hidden.
There's nothing hidden. There's nothing hidden.
There's no way y'all like.
I've been diving in Doom and whatnot, but I can't get hooked. I can't get hooked to a game in that way.
He's saying they're just not you. He looking at
That's kind of like when Last of Us Part 2 came out. That's how I felt after I beat that. I'm like, yeah, ain't nothing else gonna match this, bro.
Smooth is like, everything reminds me of her.
Hey, right. Smooth, you know Death Stranding 2 come out, and like I think the deluxe edition come out tonight.
Doesn't it come out like tonight? Yeah, but I ain't like the first game, so.
Wow, you are gay.
Alex, where are you, brother?
I'm cutting.
I feel like your fridge is talking. Yes, it's confusing me.
Yeah,
it is my fridge talking.
Go make us
So you just eating a bunch of melons?
Yeah, go make us a charcuterie board.
Nigga dancing with a knife in his hand.
Don't try to say.
All right.
Unless you're Persona.
Where's Jazzy?
Yeah.
No idea. No idea.
Think about that.
All right. I'll start out with this. FBC Firebreak Dead on Arrival. The game is dead.
Woo!
I never even got to play it.
DOA Firebreak.
They took it off of that.
Just that quick. The peak numbers were on Steam, of course. We don't know about other platforms, but peak numbers on Steam was like 2,000. And I checked yesterday.
Damn.
And I checked yesterday. There were like 197 people playing. The game's dead. It's over.
That launched on PS Plus too.
Yeah.
And Game Pass.
I think extra.
Congratulations, Remedy. You completely just wasted your time.
Jack and I are the only people that played it too, and then Ford.
I actually played it. I typed the in-depth review. Actually, I do have a review of this game. If you want it,
you typed the in-depth review. Are you gonna present it on the podcast or in a video?
Oh yeah, I can give it to y'all right now. Y'all want to hear it?
Sure.
Hold on, let me pull up my good old word document.
Is it like when SpongeBob at the top of the page it said the?
Honestly, I could have did that. I really don't bad.
He just wrote bad at the top of the screen.
So chat, I'm gonna give y'all a scenario, right? I'm gonna sell y'all on FBC Firebreak. All right, now take the world of Control, right? Make it first person, 3-player co-op game, PvE. Then take away any abilities that Jesse got in the game. Take away the telekinesis. Take away the gun transformations, the levitate. As far as I played 3 missions, varying difficulties. Played with my homie Ford. Played with my homie Miko. All right. Let's see here. Take away any lore or story, and that is FBC Firebreak from what I played. Okay. I said this game is devoid of any fun, creativity, or satisfaction. That's what I said on this review. I said the game feels like someone played the first few encounters of BioShock and said, hey, I should make a class based a class-based co-op game with all these gameplay elements separated. Because that's what it is. You got 3 classes in this game, right? Every class comes with a sidearm, which is a regular gun, and then your main gun, right? So one class got a water gun. Water is used to, of course, extinguish fires throughout the game. It's also used to replenish health. One class got a shotgun. You shock shit, right? Water shock shit, Bioshock. You remember in Bioshock when you first shocked the water puddle and then you start smacking niggas with wrenches? That's what this game is separated. It ain't as fun either. And then one gun is a melee weapon, like a big ass wrench, okay? Let's see here. What else I had to say about this shit? So, this game is just silly, bro. Like, and then the class, whatever class you pick, it dictates whether something is easier or not. So if you got the water gun, of course you can just walk up to a fire, put some water on it. But if I got, say for instance, the wrench class, when I want to go put out a fire, I got to click the fire, and then I got to do a mini game. And every mini game in this game just consists of pressing R1 and L1 rapidly. Sometimes you got to press it 6 times, the other one 2 times, one, and it's just variant. So that's how you fix shit in this game. Workbench, same way. If I got the water gun, I got to do that on the workbench. But if I got the wrench, I can just smack the fucking workbench. It's gonna start working. That's the gameplay of this, right? Did y'all ever play Control when, you know, the Alter World events? It's one mission in Control to where you see a sticky note on a window, and you read a document next to it that says if you interact with this sticky note, it will duplicate itself. And when you leave the menu, the room is covered in fucking sticky notes. So one of the missions in FBC Firebreak Control, it starts off, and it says, destroy 30,000 sticky notes. That's the real mission. Destroy 30,000 sticky notes. Once you do that, and also, if you let them get too close to you, they start covering your body, you become a monster. Yay, crazy, right? Anyway, once you do that, you fight a humongous sticky note monster, okay? It sounds cool. It sounds cool in theory, but in practice, it's fucking boring. What's that, Alex?
In the beta, nigga, we had to do 1 million.
30,000. 30,000, like 30,000 sticky.
Yeah, you just shoot them. You just shoot them with shit. That's it.
Yeah, but why, like you like 30,000 individual. What? How?
Yes, it's 30,000 sticky notes around the game. You just got to go around shooting them. However you going.
Bro, it's definitely probably not actual individual assets. It's probably like Power Wash Simulator, where it's just shoot this mass and this converts.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
But they cover the whole map. In the beta, that's 30,000. Nigga, we had to do like 500,000 or 1 million. Like we had.
Yeah, I think depending on what difficulty you play it on is how many they tell you to do. But yeah, bro, like I said, in theory it sounds cool. In practice, it's not fun because this game, it don't got like a real tactile feedback when you shooting shit. Like when you shoot enemies, it's just mindless enemies running towards you, drooling and shit. Like the controller, like, you know, when you like melee certain people in games or shoot people to feel nice, like in Red Dead, even though the shooting was ass, when you shot certain people headshot or whatever, it feels nice. In Callisto Protocol, when you melee somebody, it feels nice, even if the game might not be as great. This game, you don't feel anything. The game's not rewarding. So I also said, what's up?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, the positives about this game, if you like that sort of thing, this game gives you hella trophies for mission. I played one mission and got like 6-7 trophies. Ford start playing this game at launch. The next day, this man was level 32 and he had like 50% of the trophies. He's only missing 3 trophies for the platinum. He's probably gonna get it today. And lastly, I'll say this. I can't believe they greenlit this game. They should have worked on anything else, bro. This game is actually fucking terrible. Y'all need to play this for y'allself and see if I'm missing something. This game fucking sucks, bro. It's trash. That's my review.
Jack pretty much got everything. Even on a conceptual level, just detailing the concepts of this game, there's no way that they did this shit with a straight face. Prime example, one of the missions is a payload mission. You basically got to put pimples into a machine.
Oh yeah, shoot them off the wall.
You shoot these big ass nipples that shit out a pimple. You put that pimple in a machine. If you get too much radiation on you, you have to go douse yourself in nipple juice, or you have to go take a shower. There is nothing like this in Control. There were no nipple titty pimple popping things in Control.
That's how you heal yourself in this game. If you catch on fire, if you taking too much damage, you have to hop in the shower. And sometimes the shower don't work. You got to melee it to fix it. But you have to take a shower to heal yourself in this game. That's how you heal yourself.
Bro, Jack was streaming it, and the nigga said, "Hop in the shower, nigga." Bro.
Yeah, it's not fun, man. I tried, bro. I love Control. I love Alan Wake. This game sucks, bro. Bad. I thought it was gonna be bad, but it's worse than I thought it would be. No exaggeration, bro.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not just like with PlayStation or anybody else. I'm not mad at the attempt to create a live service game. I'm never mad at the attempt. I just think all of them are doing it wrong and have the wrong idea of what your live service game should look like. So you made Control, and your spinoff is a first person shooter where you shoot possessed sticky notes or whatever it is. Like I just don't get that. Like, you make Control, right? A supernatural third person shooter where you, like Jack said, you could levitate, your gun transforms and all that shit. Why wouldn't you just take that as a starting point, because that's what people love about Control, and create a multiplayer experience around that? Instead, you go do some off the wall, like boring ass, lame ass first person shooter. Why? It's just like, why is that direction you went in? I just think they are all going in the wrong direction with like their live service attempts. I'm not mad at y'all doing it. I'm mad at the choices that y'all are going with for it. That's it. It's just weird to me.
I don't know, bro.
Speaking of bad games, guys, I beat Mind's Eye on accident last night.
Did you?
Fire.
Fuck that game. I'm about to spoil it. The ending is a cliffhanger, and then so you're randomly doing a mission. The nigga tackles a robot into a portal. The game ends. The credits roll. Literally, he goes, and the credits roll. There's a post-credit scene that's also a cliffhanger. So these niggas really had the mindset to make a second game. Basically, not only was the game unfinished, I think that's why they're not tripping about the game, because they know they're not making a second one. So that's why they ain't trying to fix the shit. They're like, nigga, fuck it. It was gonna be a
Isn't it supposed to be like a live service single player game though?
How does that even make sense?
I think the original game they was making was supposed to be like that, and then
you talking about the Everywhere? You talking about the Everywhere?
Yeah, Everywhere. Yeah,
well, the Everywhere, Mind's Eye was a game within Everywhere. That was one of them, because you were supposed to be able to generate on some like what's the media molecule game? Dreams.
It was supposed to be like a Dreams type game. Yeah.
Bro, I literally was annoyed at myself saying, damn, I gotta beat this game. I look up from my phone and I saw the credits roll. And I was like, what the fuck? Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So fuck that game.
I've only seen 2 people say they like that game. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, Jack, I asked for a refund, right? Did I tell you what the nigga told me on support?
What'd he say?
He said, the developer's working on it. Did you update the game?
Oh, yeah, you know what that means. Hang it up, Chief. Hang it up.
At that point, I think I had like 4 hours in the game. So, I was cooked.
What else? Borderlands 4 confirmed to be $70. All y'all was whining and crying and moaning. I believe it was always going to be $70. I truly believe that.
BG. Okay, this is my problem with this situation. Randy Pitchford. How did Randy Pitchford not know this?
The publisher didn't tell him yet, I guess.
Right, he should have waited for some type of confirmation. He went on this whole tirade for no reason.
I mean, and the thing is, maybe he kind of did know, but the point he was making to me, what I got from the tweet was not him saying that it won't be $70 or that it would be $80. He was simply saying it's not in his control, and he believes that whatever price it is, that people who want it will buy it. I don't think he confirmed it either way. That's how I looked at it.
That's true. He could have saved himself a whole bunch of headache by just saying, brother, I don't have no control over pricing these games. That's it.
I think he said that shit because the deluxe, whatever badass edition is $130. That's probably why
that's crazy. And that's crazy.
Because he probably on some like, if you really fuck with us, you gonna get the 130. That's why he said that shit. He knew they was gonna be taxing for that.
Oh, speaking of that, I think it was Persona that posted it. He showed the super deluxe edition of Borderlands 4 is like one of the top pre-orders on PSN right now. So it's like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It'd be a lot of cap going on because people are saying, oh, we don't want this. We don't want Mario Kart World selling crazy. That game, especially just selling, like, bro. So it's like, y'all sending mixed messaging, bro. If you really against $80 games, why the fuck are y'all still buying them, bro? Like, what? Come on now.
Yeah, because it's like, and then a bunch of these weirdos on the internet want to take credit like they did something. Like, yeah, we fought against the machine and you didn't do anything. Trust me, you didn't do anything. I hate when y'all just feel like, oh yeah, we stuck it to the man and we stood strong and we fought against it and they yielded. No, they never said it was going to be $80. Like y'all, nobody said anything. I want it to be on the record that the only person that ever mentioned $80 was the person that tweeted Randy Pitchford. 2K, Take-Two, nobody, Randy Pitchford, nobody ever said anything about $80. The fans did that. Y'all made up a ghost, y'all made up a demon, and then wanted to fight the demon. That's weird to me, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, it's weird to me, bro. Like, it's weird. So it's $70. I believe it was always going to be $70. I don't believe that some backlash towards Randy Pitchford made them be like, oh man, we're terrified. We were about to do $80 and now we need to do 70. I don't believe they changed that. I believe whatever it was is what it was always going to be. So that's over.
Whole bunch of arguing and you know. Now that's fear mongering. Niggas be saying I be fear mongering. That was fear mongering. I see. Y'all could have kept all them think pieces y'all was dropping, bro.
Yeah.
Then they turned around and bought the shit anyway. Like, come on, man. What we doing?
Yeah. Your gameplay is a different resolution. Oh, shoot. My bad.
Somebody got some slight background noise. Who was that?
Probably me. Let me mute.
All right, brother.
This always happens when when Discord updates something. My bad, y'all.
Did you ever use my gameplay I sent you, BG? I worked hard on that.
What was it?
It was a Shredder. No, what was it? Splintered Fate. Splintered Fate.
Yeah, I had used that. I used it or it's in this one. But I used it. I'm pretty sure.
I never really look at the podcast no more. So
oh yeah, it was.
Thank you.
I used it.
Brother. It's top level gameplay right there.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what else we got. Splitgate developer 1047 Games announced layoffs. I don't think this is based on the game's performance. I don't know what it's. I didn't look at the Steam charts or anything yet. I think the game is doing fine, but I think that's just unneeded staff after the game has like kind of completed its main development. I think this is just the people who aren't needed to sustain it anymore. Let me take a look. Steam charts. Splitgate 2. Let's see what it's doing. Well, it's not the greatest. It's 25K all-time peak, and there's 7,000 people playing it right now. Not great.
Yeah, that don't sound too hot, bro.
And the game is officially out, right? I think it's actually officially out.
Is it out or is it a beta?
I think it's out. Let me see.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit is playable regardless. Like, I mean,
released. Yeah, it released on June 6th. That's like 3 weeks ago, almost.
I feel like 7K is terrible, to be honest, bro.
Yeah, 7K 3 weeks later ain't great. Yeah, this might be another one bites the dust within the next year. Yeah, I don't see this getting better.
I didn't play this game, so don't blame me. Oh.
Yeah, man, I don't know. A lot of games failing. I wish them the best, I guess. All right. What else is there? There was this game that came out like I think 2 weeks ago called The Altars. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, I played it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know anything about it. That's why I never brought it up. But I'm like, I've seen some people talking about it. I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
What did you think, Smooth?
I mean, I don't think I'm I started it. What it's about is you're like this dude who I guess you guys travel to a planet. You travel with a crew, and like it crashed, and everyone essentially perished but you. So you get this encrypted message that's pretty much saying like, yo, you have to get off this planet in like pretty much 9 days, or like you're gonna die here. So what you have to do is start gathering some like stuff off the planet, and eventually you just pretty much learn how to clone. And what you have to do is essentially clone yourself to do different jobs. And the way he clones himself is by altering a certain thing in his life-changing event, like making the opposite decision in his life, and then that end up create a technician, or this other one creates a cook, or this one, depending on what he decided to do in his actual life, it creates an alternative version for him, and then you use those alters to pretty much manage this ship and pretty much loot and mine. That's what I've gotten so far of the game. Looks decent. The story, like I said, I haven't played too much beyond that point after getting my first clone and whatnot, but seems all right. I don't usually get into games like that because I don't like managing stuff. I don't like managing the way I breathe or what I eat.
Real quick, Smooth, what genre is this? Is this an RPG? Is this a sim game?
It's like a sim. It's like a management sim.
Okay.
And it's 84 on Metacritic with 54 reviews, so pretty positive.
Yeah.
Is it one of those where the narrative kind of keeps you locked down to generating certain type of alternate clones, or can you go your own path and say, I don't want to finish the mission this way, I'll do it this way, like with more engineers rather than a doctor? Or
that's a good question. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I think what they did was they kind of, when you got your first clone, they kind of dictated you to go one particular way. So, but the way that it looked like you have other options in that you can probably create more of like duplicates if needed. But yeah, I haven't so far. I mean, I haven't done anything where I would be like shooting anything. And since I didn't shoot within the first 2 hours of the game, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Hey, I feel you on that, man. Give me a gun. Y'all can call me what y'all want.
Y'all know what's crazy? I had a conversation about the alters yesterday, actually, at this event, and it wasn't until he said this that I realized that so many people don't really know what they're talking about. So I asked this guy, I said, yo, you getting Arc Raiders or any of the multiplayer games came out? He said, no, but I started playing a new game that's kind of like Arc Raiders, the Alters. I said, nigga, what? I just kind of stared at him, but this wasn't the moment to be like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, oh, yeah, I seen the Alters, yeah, and then I just moonwalked away. But I was like, damn, that is a very big mistake of ain't this like that game? Like, no, sir, not at all. So there's a bunch of niggas that just walk around talking.
Yeah. Sega accidentally leaked sales data for 11 of its games. So it was Persona 5 Royale, Sonic Frontiers, Team Sonic Racing, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Sonic Superstars, Total War, Warhammer 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Persona 3 Reload, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and Like a Dragon The Man Who Erased His Name. So those were the games. Persona 5 total sales 7.25 million. Sonic Frontiers 4.5 million. Team Sonic Racing 3.5 million. 3 Kingdoms 3.2 million. Yakuza Like a Dragon 2.8 million. Sonic Superstars 2.4 million. Persona 3 Reloaded 2 million. Shin Megami Tensei 5 2 million. Infinite Wealth 1.6 million, and Like a Dragon Gaiden under 1 million, a little bit under 1 million for anybody interested in those sales.
Not at all.
For Persona 5, I know that game is just from like the Royal version because it came out in like 2020, and that's all that numbers is made to. So it doesn't count like the original PS4 and PS3 release when it originally came out. So
okay. Hold on 1 second. Don't say nothing, guys. I got to do something real quick. I got to change this bit rate.
Welp.
All right, we back. Okay, we good now. So what you were saying about these sales?
For Persona 5, it's only because it was in like released in 2020, that version of the game, and it's not counting prior when it was like originally on PS3 and PS4 in like 2017 and 2016. It's not counting that, just count when Royal came out because it went as far back as like 2020 all the way up to I think now, if I understood that chart right, so that's where all the sales coming from. But then there's like a whole big discourse around these sales for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that these weren't like most of these weren't like huge sellers. Like we talked about them being loved, but kind of niche in the grand scheme of things. So
Whoa, what you say, BG?
niche. People
You
don't
said
like
they
calling it
love,
that.
but what?
They're beloved but niche.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because, well, you know, Tyrek, the local bomber man of the Discord. I mentioned how, you know,
Bomberman is crazy.
That's my dude, but he got in an argument with me because I was like, JRPGs is a niche genre. Of course, you got your Final Fantasies of the world, maybe the Dragon Quest of the world, but for every one of them, you got a persona that, you know, is loved, you know, worldwide by the community. But when you look at the sales, it don't really reflect that all the way. So he got mad at that. I said, you know, I think the Souls genre is also niche, which they are JRPGs too. Technically, they're Japanese developed role-playing games, technically, but yeah, it's a niche genre. That's not a bad word. See, you know the problem, BG, people take the term niche and think you mean like, the same way that people do indie. When the people you say indie, people, oh, indie, oh. Bro, it's not a bad word, bro. It's just neat. It's not for everybody. If you take 10 people, 10 regular gamers, you got Mario Kart on the shelf, Liza P
Pokemon.
and fucking Pokemon, like, bro, most people is not gonna pick up certain games. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you got GTA 5, most people, if the majority of them 10 people gonna look at GTA, they might look at Mario Kart. They not picking up Dark Souls 3, brother. It just is what it is. Like, you got to be really plugged in with this game and shit to appreciate certain genres. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I think personally.
Yeah, they.
yeah. They've been becoming more popular, but still, you know, still not on the level of other genres.
Definitely gained the popularity. They gained the steam, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a variety of JRPGs that even came out so like frequently. So it's not like it's
That's another thing. It's a lot of them.
It's not dying, but it's like a lot of them. But like some of them are not going to be like mainstream like that because you can be like have popularity to it, but not be like mainstream.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's not even a bad word to say. Game is niche.
Do you guys think the popularity of Souls games will peak at Elden Ring?
Yes.
You gotta see when
I don't know.
The future games come out.
Because I mean, there's been a few
it did
games.
like 30 million though, right? Didn't do like 30 million.
There's been a few games,
That's
a
crazy.
couple that came out after Elden Ring, and the Elden Ring stimulus package didn't do. It may have helped a little bit. It didn't help like how I thought it would, though.
That's facts too. Look at Kazan. How much Kazan sell? I mean, we gotta look at these numbers, man. They ain't
nothing much. What else? What other Souls game came out after? It was
Liza P.
Didn't Liza P come out after it?
Was that after the base game? Was that after Elden Ring?
Liza P,
bro.
It might have been.
P sold 3 million.
Came out now. Elden Ring.
Do people still count? I felt like there was an argument that they weren't considering Black Myth Wukong a Souls like.
It's not.
Am I tripping? Okay.
It's not. No, it's not.
I guess yeah, because you don't really lose anything when you die.
Yeah. Liza P was 2023. What year was Elden Ring?
Elden Ring was 22.
Elden Ring, yeah, because it came out the same year as Forbidden West.
Oh yeah.
You remember that discourse?
So look, yeah. Liza P just sold 3 million. They just announced that milestone. It took 2 years to sell 3 million. So it's like,
and Lords of the Fallen, I think Lords of the Fallen did okay, but it didn't. Yeah, they didn't really get anything from the people who bought Elden Ring. Really, only give a damn about Elden Ring and exactly how Elden Ring plays.
Yeah.
You know,
they wanted from the actual devs and like the From Software fans, but like
that game had amazing PR too, though. Like I feel like the word of mouth really like spread for that game. Like that's why I crossed over like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like From Software has built a lot of momentum over time to get to that point. And other games have done it in the past.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, that's not
like
Neo.
Monster Hunter did.
That is Elden Ring.
Monster Hunter did. I know that what's it? Zelda, it got to that point, and like other games have done this like before.
Yeah.
So that's
do you
not
think
a bad thing?
And do you think Persona 6 is going to be like the Witcher 3 of the Persona series in terms of That's
see what you're saying.
Magnus Opus, like everybody
Breaking
jumped on
through.
Persona at Persona 6. Yeah.
I feel like Persona 5 is that though. I feel like a lot of people that fuck with Persona
It
now
did.
started with 5.
Yeah, a lot of people did, but like it's just a more so building momentum, or people are actually aware that exists. I mean, Persona 4 did already do that before when it came out, especially like the golden version, because that was the one a lot of people were talking about. But like now 5 came out, and that's like the biggest thing. But like Persona 6, and depending on how that's shown, like where everybody's like sees it, because I know some people haven't played it yet, obviously, but it's gonna be one of those things where it just built momentum over time to even get to that point.
There's gonna be multiplat too, though. We gotta think about that because the other personas didn't launch as multiplats like that. Yeah, so that's gonna do that's gonna do numbers, man.
And Persona 5, even though it came out in like 2016, 2017, that's a PlayStation 3 game that just happened to be on PS4.
Yep.
And then even the new IP from Atlas, like Metaphor ReFantasio, it literally just sold like 2 million. And we just got a record of that, even though it broke 1 million the day it came out.
Damn, so see, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like people,
yeah, and that's not a bad thing either. Trust me, it's niche, but it's doing well enough to still coexist and still keep going.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah. Staying on sales, there's a report that Switch 2 third-party sales are bad, which
here we go.
No, to me, this is not a big deal because the Switch 2 is an exclusive. The Switch is an exclusive machine. No self-respecting gamer is playing multiplats on the Switch. I don't want people to be playing.
You heard how you talking, Jazzy? You heard how you talking?
But Jazzy, didn't Jazzy say he playing Cyberpunk on that?
It was the best-selling like third-party game that they had.
I don't want anybody playing. Listen, I care about my fellow gamer and their experiences. So I don't want anybody playing third-party games on the Switch. So the Switch having bad third-party sales is good news to me. That means people actually care about their gaming experience. You should be playing nothing, almost exclusively first-party games on a Switch. Almost exclusively. Unless it's like, you could play like your little indie games, your maybe once in a while your AA game. You shouldn't be playing no AAA game that's actually demanding on a Switch. You should not be. So this is good news to me. I'm not mad at this. No big deal. The Switch is an exclusive machine.
I got 2 retorts to that, at least for like that report, because they said like one of the publishers said that it was like the lowest like estimate. They never give out what publisher or what game that it was. And a lot of the third party that happened to come out on the Switch day one is games that are already available on like other platforms. And is this going to be a thing where the system has only been out for like 2 weeks? So it's like, how are you even saying like everything's like, oh, this fear mongering like flopping like it's a bad place for third party games, but it's only been out for like 2 weeks. But I know what it is because people don't want the system to fail. And even then, BG, because you said that, why should people respect? You don't want people to play on the Switch too? Could you tell me why exactly?
Because you would be playing games like Cyberpunk at like 30 and 40 frames when you shouldn't be doing that.
This game came out on the PS4, and you see how it was when it came out on the PS4 as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
They said that's the best mobile version of Cyberpunk.
I disagree with people buying Cyberpunk on a console.
Okay, then you shouldn't be gaming on a console at all.
I only buy specific games on a console, sir.
You sure?
I don't buy demanding games on my PlayStation 5.
You bought Plucky Squire.
Oh, see, that word is banned here. You can't say that word, Jack.
Let me stop playing. My bad.
Most demanding games, almost all, I buy that on PC. The last game I bought on PlayStation
was prior to the PS5 Pro.
Might have been Final Fantasy.
No,
that I can remember.
That was your last game?
No way. I know what game you did play it on PlayStation.
What's that?
Persona 5 Tactica.
Yeah, it's not demanding at all. That's literally you can run Persona 5 Tactica on a cell phone. Literally. You can literally run that on a cell phone. That's like
Why
a
didn't you
grid
buy it on your PC?
because it's not a demanding game.
And you played that on the Portal, correct?
Yeah. Jazzy, you can literally play Persona 5 Tactica on a cell phone. Listen, for those of you who haven't played, don't know what Persona 5 Tactica, look it up. It literally looks like a mobile game. It's fire. I love it, but it's a mobile game.
I still gotta play that.
So, listen, that's all I'm saying. Like, there's certain games that when the console can handle it, I think there's no problem buying it on your console. But for things that like you're getting a handicapped or lesser version, buy it on a PC. And with this, in the case of the Switch, almost anything else is a better platform than the Switch to play a third-party game. That's not a crime to say, Jazzy. I'm not saying anything bad by saying that. And that's okay. It's for exclusives.
All right. Just know we're gonna revisit this topic in the future.
What? Like, why is it bad to say, hey?
Because
I think he gave you a 2 menu. That's fire, bro.
Oh yeah, because otherwise, why did so many third parties want to show up like in that Switch 2 Direct and say they're supporting the platform and that they're going to be there day one? Because they want to be jump on the sales of like the popularity of the Switch 1, and they're going to be a part of the Switch 2.
Oh yeah, listen.
So clearly, some people there's a market out there for at least.
Listen,
you tell me like the Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest, all these JRPGs, they're going to do like the best on the Nintendo platform.
Oh,
talk to him.
Well, listen, there's a fool born every day, Jazzy, right? That's the old saying, right? So if as a developer, if you know, if I could run the scam and if I can run the juke and get a whole bunch of people to buy my GIMP third-party game that runs at 30 frames per second and 720p, hey, listen, we live in a free world, right? It's a capitalist society, all that free. We have freedom to buy whatever we want. So I'm going to put it out on the platform, no matter how bad it is. And if y'all want to buy it, eat it up.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yeah.
Because they're all, at the end of the day, they're all trying to make money.
Agreed. I just
That's
want
the
the consumers to be smarter.
In a world where, like, in today, we're still getting games that are coming to the PlayStation 4. So I don't see, like, why a third-party game is so damning if they decide to come to, like, a Nintendo platform.
That PS4 support need to end too, but that ain't happening.
No, because the PS4 sold so much.
Yeah, unfortunately. Double-edged sword. A whole bunch of Jack's people stole them $1 million worth of Switch 2s off a truck.
Jack, what you mean?
Jack, these is your people. We know your past, Jack. We know your past. You told us, bro.
Come on, brother. That's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did this in Memphis and they had ski mask on. Some of them jiggy ski mask.
Listen,
you ain't know none of them.
I don't know none of them, man. It's crazy. Listen, if I get a call for, a $200 Switch 2, I don't know where it came from, okay? That's all I'm saying about that.
Well,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they hit up the truck, $1 million worth of Switch 2s. I don't even know how much that is. You can do the math.
Damn.
That's a lot of Switch 2s, though. Oh, wait, then wouldn't that be 5? I'm terrible at math, but isn't that like 500? No, there's no way they got away with 500,000 Switch 2s. Whatever.
No, it ain't that many. I don't think it's that many.
Listen, I'm in communication, and I made sure I didn't have to take any math classes.
It's like they stole the whole truck, though. It's like they stole the whole truck.
Yeah, whatever was in the truck, though, it seemed like they did.
Yeah, they got all that shit.
You know what I just remembered? This man BG Lit got on me for playing Marvel vs. Capcom collection on the damn Switch.
Oh yeah, they don't take too much to run, BG.
Is there crossplay?
No, it's not crossplay with like anything on PlayStation or like PC.
Well, there you go. You're playing with a gimped community now.
GIMP community is crazy.
They showed it at like a Nintendo Direct.
What that mean?
GIMP
Come on, Jazzy.
Crazy.
You know most people gonna play it on PlayStation or PC. Come on, that's not where it's at.
Oh sure, that's gonna be the version that they use that they bring that game over to Evo, of course.
Okay,
but they brought it to the platform and showed it off like Nintendo first. And this is like old games. It's not like a brand new game. So I don't see what the issue is.
True. Jazzy, it's your world. I'm just, I'm renting. It's your world, brother.
I
This is just BG.
Yeah.
If any of
and
you
also I just want to point out.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Not good.
Yeah.
No, because it's probably off topic. So go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just saying, if I just want to point out there, if Dust Bloods, like say for instance, if it was like PlayStation, right? Would you feel any differently about it?
And it looked the way it did. Yes, I still wouldn't be buying it. I still want to be buying it.
Okay.
That,
I mean, it wouldn't look like it probably wouldn't look. You mean graphically or?
Yeah, I would.
No, even if it was like the same, even if it was better, but like just because it's not like exclusively to Nintendo.
I wouldn't be playing it either way.
And it was like PlayStation.
No, because the same reason I'm not playing Elden Ring Night Rain is the same reason I'm not playing Dust Bloods. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, I would appreciate that it would look better on PlayStation, but I'm not playing no multiplayer Souls game. So, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, they got away with it, man. I would like to get one of them, if they could sell me one of them stolen Switches for the low. I would.
You should lay out one, brother.
They could definitely come up. They could definitely come up.
I ain't go outside yet, Jazzy. I'm gonna go outside one of these days. I got other priorities right now. I'm gonna get one very soon. Very, very soon. And it's just gonna be for, it's gonna be my Mario Kart machine. When does Bonanza come out? When is that?
Next month.
Yeah, next month. Yeah.
Next month? Really? I thought it was like later this year. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick it up before at least by the time Bonanza's out. So yeah. Soon.
Didn't that direct happen between now and the last podcast?
Yes, that was on my topic. It's on the topic of.
Do you want to talk about it later?
No, I could
and
talk about it right
now. You
now.
have to say?
Smooth, you want to bring up something?
Question.
Smooth.
My bad. I didn't realize I was muted. Had anybody played the game Lost in Random? The Eternal Die?
No.
I played the very beginning of it and I turned that shit off.
Why? What turned you off away from it?
I don't know. I just went. I was having problems with EA Play at the time, and I was kind of pissed off. I kind of went all the way feeling it though. I might try to play it again.
Yeah, man. It's freaking. Would you play it via Game Pass?
No, I was on EA Play. That's the first one, right? Is that the first one you talking about? I played the first one.
Whatever. This
the new one. Oh no,
yeah.
I ain't played the new one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. It's kind of
you fucking with it.
So far, I am. Yeah, that's why I was asking.
I see they changed the viewpoint of that joint though. It don't look like the first one. They changed like the.
Yeah, it's like almost like a. It's like
symmetrical type
down.
situation. Yeah. I know. I peeped it. People's complaining about that in the comment section and shit. They ain't like that they changed it, but I might fuck with it, but I don't know.
Okay. So the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, it's launching July 17th. So a few details that we got from it. So gameplay mechanics, we already knew about destructible environments. Donkey Kong can punch, dive punch, hand slap, tear off chunks of terrain to uncover secrets, ride chunks called turf surfing, and and rebuild paths, new moves.
Break it down shit and climbing on it.
It's crazy.
You just described the average monkey.
Transformations as Donkey Kong and Pauline collect Bananergy. That is Nintendo got to stop. Bananergy.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
relax. That was a reach.
Nah, that's fire.
No. You getting that's
I like Bonanza, but Bananergy, brother.
You named yourself Brooklyn Skill Tree.
That's like tofurkey, bro. They
did have broccoli and beef color schemes. Like, you can't speak
bro.
on Bananergy,
You
bro.
can't. Bananergy. If you drop Bananergy at the rap battle, the crowd is
Joe
silent.
Budden already did that.
Drop 5 hours energy.
Yeah. And they call it that because it's like towards like his actual transformations because they're called Bananza. That's why this the title of the game.
Still, yeah, I don't. It's a reach. It's a
The
reach.
more we
You
see it, you're
really,
gonna like it.
it's you really wanted to just combine banana and energy. It's like somebody really
the next
wanted
time
to
you argue
spell
with niggas-
shield and marble.
Next time you argue with niggas, say what you getting your banana G, it's gonna hit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Oh, next time I see a black person acting up, that banana G acting up.
See that shit?
I'm bringing that to the timeline, nigga. I'm going viral with that one.
As Donkey Kong and Pauline collect Bananergy, Pauline's singing activates transformations. There's Kong Bonanza, which is a strength boost, Zebra Bonanza, which is a dash boost, dash speed. Why zebras? Zebras ain't like the fastest niggas around in the jungle. Like, why don't you go with the
zebras is fast. Zebras outrun lions.
They aight. They cool.
Wait, you didn't watch the direct, BG?
Part of it. No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay. That you probably understand like the context of it more, if, like what you're reading about it.
Okay. And then Ostrich Bonanza, which is flight and egg bomb attacks. And local co-op, one player controls Donkey Kong, the other controls Pauline using the Joy-Con's 2 mouse-like controls and vocal projectile attacks. Of course, there's game share. There's players can encounter musically themed giant elders who teach transformation powers. Yeah, that's mostly it. As far as story, it begins on Ingot Island or Ingot Isle, where Donkey Kong discovers golden bananas, but is abruptly sent underground by a storm. He meets Odd Rock, revealed to be a young Pauline, cursed into stone by the villainous Void Co. Riveting story. So that's the details.
When I saw that direct, I was pretty much like very hyped for it because it looked way better than they showed it off like when they revealed it and then treehouse footage, because they held off a lot of stuff until it's like direct even happened, because the banana transformations, I didn't see that coming like at all because I didn't think we are going to get transformations, but like the first one you see is like the Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong looks like he's like a Super Saiyan 4 in that mode because he even has the red line in his eyes. Like everything about it seems like Super Saiyan 4, so that's a pretty cool design. And then the next, when he turned into a zebra in his zebra form, I was shocked because I didn't even think that would even happen at all. I was like stunned when they see it because it just makes him like go faster.
Were you like, no, yeah, he was like, he like.
He was taken aback.
He took his hoodie off.
No, it was, yeah.
Nigga took his glasses off. He couldn't believe it. He was astonished.
Yeah, because like nothing else, because they really haven't showed much off of this game. And when you see it, it kind of makes sense a lot more with how they showed it. For like game mechanic wise. Because they've already seen it in previews. They've already done like treehouse events and all that other stuff. But all the stuff that they hidden, it was until they showed us direct, which made the game look way better for people who are on the fence on it. As far as like Pauline, I like that little dynamic that they have because it kind of reminds me of like Wreck-It Ralph a little bit because, you know, Wreck-It Ralph is based on Donkey Kong. And you see it like in this own trailer. So now that she's a human, and I like how her ability is about like music because she wants to be a singer because that's how Pauline is in like the Mario games, even in Mario Odyssey. So I think this is going to be a really fun game that they have. And even the stuff that they showed a lot of different mechanics and how things would go. Even references to some remixes of the songs of like Donkey Kong 1 or Donkey Kong Country like 2 levels. So I thought it was pretty cool to see. So they're really going all in on this game that's coming out in the month. Like it's a major game for them.
That's fun.
Okay.
I know y'all ain't paying attention.
I'm listening. You saying they? They did remixes to songs that was in the original Donkey Kong and is based off Wreck-It Ralph. I'm listening to you, motherfucker.
Jazzy, it's a day one for me. You already know I'm the #1 Donkey Kong fan in the world, so it's a day one for me.
What the hell?
All right, but you didn't watch the direct though.
Because I watched part of it. And listen, it's Donkey Kong. I don't need to see much. Listen, I've been the one.
I fell asleep on the direct. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been the one screaming from the top of the trees. See what I did there, Donkey? Anyway, I've been the
Oh,
one
come on, BG. You're
screaming
not
from the
beating
top.
Come
Coolest,
on,
coolest
man.
monkey in the jungle.
Exactly, screaming from the top of the tree that Nintendo needs to put more respect on Donkey Kong, because the last Donkey Kong game, new one they released, I can't even remember, because they released
2014.
yeah, and then they released a remaster
Donkey
for
Kong
that.
Country Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, disrespectful, and all they did was release a remaster after that. So yeah, it's been mad long, and I was like, they need to put one out. So I'm gonna be there.
But all of this was like staged for this title to actually come out. That's why we've seen re-releases. The theme park they just had in Orlando is featuring like Donkey Kong, but like this is the first like 3 Donkey Kong game that we've had since the N64.
That's crazy.
So this is very major, and it kind of implies that this is like the Mario teams, part of like the Mario team that working on this. So they're really pushing this game heavy, and it's coming out next month like it's a premiere game, and people are really fucking with it.
Okay.
And
yes, sir.
I think there's still stuff they have to show, but they're not right. You're gonna find out when you get into the game. But people are speculating that like King K. Rool is gonna show up, but I think it's gonna be a lot different than what they think, because people think it's gonna be like a Mario Odyssey situation to where he's like the final boss, but I don't think so. And I think that Donkey Kong is gonna turn to a Kremlin in this game.
Jazz, you ever thought about live streaming? I would watch you stream this game.
No, I'm not live streaming games anymore.
Anymore? I didn't know you.
You
oh,
live streamed? When?
No, I only streamed Octopath Traveler one time, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me, dog. I respect people who do live stream, but it's like,
what happened?
Wait,
that made
you want
me.
fucking with it?
He said the
no,
same
I just
Wait,
no, I just
why,
don't want to talk to people
why
like
would
in
Donkey
the chat or whatever disrupting my game.
hold on? Why would
That's all.
Donkey Kong turn into one of the Kremlin? Yeah,
Because in the Bananza transformation, he turns to like a different animal completely. Like Kong Bananza, he becomes a more beefed up like a Donkey Kong. He is like a Super Saiyan like for a Donkey Kong. The zebra one, he actually turns into an actual zebra.
Okay, so you're saying this is going to be one of his
And he runs
transformations?
fast. Yeah, I think that's a very good possibility, because even the elders themselves, I didn't catch on the elders are like the respective like animals that he gets the transformation from, because they look like Guru, Super Comic Guru from Dragon Ball Z. That's what they remind me of. So I think the next couple of worlds that they have, whatever the elder is in those levels, is going to be the animal that he's going to get a transformation from. But I think they're going to keep that, if he turns to a criminal, like a secret. Because we don't even know if like any criminals are even in this game at all, or even King K. Rool. But because they went so heavy with like influence like other Donkey Kong games in this game, from what they've seen, I wouldn't put it past them, because it already looks like the rare game with some of the designs.
Jazzy,
And they already put him in Smash Brothers earlier too.
That sounds like unnecessary deep.
It is deep though. Like the game is literally you going underneath like from the surface. Because if you guys seen the past 2 Godzilla movies, like King Kong Godzilla movies,
yes,
yeah,
like Hollow Earth,
yeah.
That's what this whole game kind of reminds me of this game, because like different levels, because they're all underground.
Okay.
Interesante.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, I just want to say, I looked up I just wanted to see who's like the first person to actually make a video on one-shotting Simon, as I mentioned earlier, because Deontay was like, "Oh no, I did it all on my own." So somebody put out almost 2 months ago, somebody put out a video on how to beat Simon in one hit. So
wow.
Listen, does that mean that does that mean that Deontay watched his video? No, but I just don't buy it. Like this, I just don't buy it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't
timeline. When did he say he beat the nigga?
I wonder if there's a trophy. If there's a trophy for beating Simon, and you got it after all these people put up their videos on how to one-shot him, then yeah, I absolutely believe you watched the video.
I got an idea, BG, because I'm sure Rematch is a topic and it's coming up soon. Deontay's played Rematch. Alex played Rematch. Why don't you get Deontay in here? He can fight these allegations and also talk about Rematch. I think that's a 2-for-1 special right there, good bro.
Because there's no one accidentally one shot in Simon or any like some of these things you have to like.
It takes a lot of thought, a lot of thought to sit there.
And then he hit the.
No.
He hit the Kevin Gates. He beat him in one hit and hit the Kevin Gates. Speak nothing of this.
That's crazy.
He ain't tell nobody that he did this shit. He just kept it under wraps.
Yeah. Okay.
I ain't never heard nobody here beating
up,
somebody in one shot, bro. That's some Reddit type shit where
Yeah.
where like on Liza P, where the certain grip with a wrench head and they was one shot niggas the whole game. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just not buying it. It's cool though. Let me see what else we got.
Before you move on, brother, I just want to mention like Donkey Kong again, because that game is going to get nominated for Game of the Year this year.
No, it ain't.
All right. Let's
bet money.
This year ain't too this year ain't too crazy, so I don't think it's like out of the realm of possibility.
So
because
let's run down the
Death Stranding coming out, right?
Yeah.
Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction, Expedition 33.
Yeah, the only two for me that are guaranteed are Split Fiction and Expedition 33.
Death Stranding 2 probably getting nominated.
Bro, Death Stranding 2 is getting nominated.
Okay.
That's 3.
Yeah, I don't see Jeff Keighley like not making that a Game of the Year, but we'll see.
Okay, so
but
that's
Donkey
3.
Kong Bonanza, I definitely see that being the Nintendo.
Jazzy might be on to something. Jazzy might be on to something. He might be on to something.
And
because of the zebra transformation?
No, because the game looks really good, and I think that's really going to be what people like the journalists are going to advocate for that to be the Game Year nomination for Nintendo.
Yeah,
that's all.
There's usually a Nintendo game there, usually, not always. So yeah, I don't think it's crazy as long as it gets like a very high 80, low 90s.
It's kind of hard, man. I'm sorry, I got to turn it off.
What game?
But what happened? You can't
Lost Random. Yeah, nah.
Oh.
It's yeah.
Come on, man. Don't tap out, brother. Come on, man.
All right, so let's say it's June now, and we had some clunkers, some serious clunkers this spring. So the one that I guarantee you said BG is Clear Obscure, and what else?
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction, then you got good old Butt Buddies game coming out, Death Stranding 2, and then all right, you need that token Nintendo game, unless they're gonna give them Mario Kart, which I think that's a cheat code.
No. That's not getting Game of the Year nomination.
All right, good. All right, so Donkey Kong is a fair. I said for it. So what they get? Usually give us 6 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 games.
All right, cool. So we got 2 more left. All right.
Yeah, I don't think the 5 and the 6 have come out yet. I don't think it's come out yet. I think we still got to wait.
I don't think the other 2 are out yet. I think it's going to be somewhere. Hey, Outer Worlds 2 might take a nomination.
Think so?
Possible.
I don't think Ghost getting nominated.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, PlayStation get their token game.
That's not getting nominated.
Nah, bro. In order for it, as long as it scores an 87 or better, is getting nominated.
Ghost of Tsushima was nominated.
I can't see that game
Death
being
Stranding
nominated.
2 is the PlayStation nomination.
Tsushima was nominated though. I think. Tsushima,
it was.
And
yeah, it was.
Tsushima was nominated.
Right?
Yeah, it was nominated with Last of Us Part 2.
It
was nominated.
Damn, I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah,
maybe that.
I'm not excited for Yotai whatsoever, bro. At all.
I ain't gonna say too much, Alex. They're gonna get on my ass. I ain't gonna say too much.
Say it because it's big enough.
I just, my problem with that game, Alex, I don't want it to be too safe, man. I think Lee Green put it best. I just don't want it to be too safe. You know what I mean?
Shout out Lee Green.
I don't want to play it to be like, this feels exactly like fucking Tsushima with a fucking lady. But then the people will say, well, what'd you expect? It's a samurai game. What did you want them to do? It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you don't think Donkey Kong is not getting nominated.
Who? We don't think that.
I know.
Said no at
the way
first.
you made it seem like I was like crazy.
No, I said no at first.
We had to assess the situation, Jazz. We good.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, don't be like how y'all was last year.
Man, hey Jazz, let's
get nominated.
Say my name, bro. Balatro lost me $200. You know that, right? Balatro lost.
Balatro didn't lose you $200.
But Latro getting nominated lost me $200 fucking dollars.
No, it didn't.
Definitely did.
You blame that on Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, and then they nominated a fucking DLC. Come on, man. That's crazy, bro. Fuck Jeff Keighley.
So
Shoot.
there's the rumors that the next God of War, that the second team at Santa Monica has been working on. The rumor is that it's a Metroidvania game and that it was like pushed to next year. I don't think the reception, I wouldn't mind it as like a side project as a Metroid, you know, for a God of War game being Metroidvania. But I don't think the reception for a God of War being a Metroidvania game is going to be the best. Yeah, I'm just not sure what that reception gonna be. Because I think it's
games I played has been side scroller. Can you give me an example of like a 3D?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2.5D, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
Prince of Persia is the most recent thing that came out, I guess. Yeah. Similar that might be what it's like.
Some like other Mega Man games, like stuff like side scroller. It's gonna be like a 2D plane perspective. But even then, I'm not sure because like Jeff Grubb reporting on this, didn't he?
Exactly. You know my problem with this, BG? My problem with this will only be the story because I don't feel any God of War item should be made if it doesn't further the narrative. And the last time they stuck around too long in the mythos of Greek mythology, they didn't tell a compelling story. As a matter of fact, they just retreaded like the story of the second game with slightly different fucking characters. I don't know, man. I don't know. Clearly, they want to lean back on Greek mythology because that's what people love. They know it's going to do what they assume it's going to do numbers. But I need something that's going to tell a compelling story. I don't really give a fuck about the 2.5D and the Metroid. I'm cool with all that. But yeah, then
me too.
So they pushed it back, right? Is that the rumor? They pushed it back.
Yeah, the rumor is that they pushed it back to 2026. Yeah.
Yeah, but that can't be their main game either. I'm with you on that. A side-scrolling 2.5D game from fucking Sony Santa Monica, arguably your biggest studio aside from Naughty Dog, that cannot be your main title. I'm sorry. It just can't be. No.
I don't think it'll be like their main title, but it's just one of the games that they're working on.
Because this would be...
They need to fill it
in.
Because this would be the game that, what's his name been working on since he didn't direct God of War Ragnarok?
Not Corey.
Who else would it be? Because
Corey making a sci-fi game. They said.
Oh, so who was working on this game? Because they just finished working on the other team finished working on Ragnarok, and you're saying Corey was working on a sci-fi game. Okay,
I guess the nigga that made Ragnarok made this. Oh, but you remember I told you I read that it was co-developed too, though. So it probably ain't even the whole studio making this. Yeah, it was co-developed with somebody. So
okay, all right, cool. But yeah,
and I think if they does get made, I don't necessarily think it'll be like a like a Castlevania or like Metroid situation. It could just be like a 2D, but it's like just like a beat 'em up, like a River City Girls or Streets of Rage.
I'm with that too.
Yeah, I think in a world where their cadence of releasing games was normal, then you could release this and people be like, oh, this is just like a little side project, but.
Yeah, but they're releasing like one game a year, so this ain't gonna be enough.
So this looks like it's gonna look like this is supposed to be one of your major games for the year.
I disagree with that too, though. I think no matter what they release, people are gonna, you know how people be, bro. Oh yeah, it's great. You know, niggas ain't gonna give a fuck for it. Like, you might complain about it, BG. I might complain about it. The logical thinkers in the room. Most people, especially these Twitter dudes, bro, they gonna love it. They gonna eat it up. If that's the one game that you get in that year that's supposed to be a big budgeted game, they gonna love it, bro. A side-scrolling 2D game. Now, if Xbox or Nintendo did that, it's a goddamn issue, right? But when a company of choice do it, they love it. I digress.
And if that is the case, then I don't see them like making it to where it's like only going to be available on PlayStation 5.
That's another rumor I keep seeing pop up. I keep seeing rumors saying that Sony is going to put a major IP, a tentpole franchise on a competing platform, that being the Nintendo Switch 2, Jazzy. I read that just this week. Is this shit picking up steam, brother?
If that happens, you already know what they're going to do. They're going to say it's not a full IP. Do you
BG,
remember what they
do I
did
need-
last time with
What's
when
up?
PlayStation and Guerrilla Games made a game?
Yeah. So if this happens, if this ever happens, BG, I just got one request from you, good brother. After you film your video, whatever, I'm gonna do it. Are we live, bro? I need you to come in there, brother. I need you to give me a good quality crash out. Can you do that for me? About a 5-minute rant just going crazy.
I'm not gonna crash out over it. I'm gonna say I disagree with the decision because I don't think God of War should be on.
I need a crash out, bro. I
don't think God of War should be on anything besides PlayStation and PC. It definitely shouldn't be on because that is, like I said, the Lego thing made sense because it's Lego. It didn't sell well anywhere, but if a Lego game was gonna sell well somewhere, then it would be on a Nintendo Switch. But God of War, there's no reason to put that on any other platform.
Any tentpole franchise major IP, if it drop on the Switch, I need you on my channel, and I need that rant, good brother. Give the people what they want, man. We trying to cash out, like you know what's going on.
Do you really think like a 2D God of War game like that we've been talking about? Do you really think that will really do well enough, like on the for PlayStation users?
But that's what I'm saying, though, Jazzy. That's the crutch right there. Even if it is a mainline God of War game, the story is canon, people gonna say, well, look at how it looks. Look at the art style. They clearly weren't going after the PlayStation audience with this. They were targeting the Switch audience. So then we're gonna start justifying Sony first party studios developing games with a whole nother console's audience in mind. That's what we gonna end up going to. See, it's a slippery slope.
No,
folks.
because like just like the RPGs, Metroidvanias are niche also in a way. Whereas
Absolutely.
I think Hollow Knight has sold like 3 million up to this point. That's been out forever. And you look at other Metroidvania games.
Look at what it's named after. Metroid. Look at what it's named after. Metroid.
Exactly. Niche too. But even then, like the last one, Metroid Dread, that did like 3 million total on the Switch.
But that's
even a lot. I know a lot of. Yeah, and a lot of people I know, especially like saying like, "Oh man, what is this dog shit 2D bullshit?" But the moment that they do that for like, if they make a God of War game just like that,
oh, you already know, Jay. You already know.
Yeah, and I like
change.
I like Metroidvanias, and I think a God of War Metroidvania could be fire. But I would hope that they also know like there's a cap for what it could sell, like. Don't expect nothing super high. Like expect like at the top of the range in the 3 million range.
But BG, this is my thing too, though, right? And maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm bugging, I'm dooming. I don't forget that. How do you have a $700 console on the market and that's your heavy hitter for whatever time frame you're releasing it? You know what I mean? Like that don't sit well with me. Like you want us to buy this fucking it's an enthusiast console. Well, I'm an enthusiast and I like playing games made by the company that made the console. So I'm enthusiastic about their games. You can't show that to me, brother.
I'm kind of hoping.
I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case, but it's like because they're going to have other games for like 2026.
I'm kind of hoping that like something got lost in translation where it's not actually it's not like the new God of War saga or the old one, but it's something different, but it's not actual Metroidvania, because that be happening sometimes where we've gotten reports on games, it's going to be this genre, and it's not exactly that. So I'm kind of hoping that it's not just like a 2.5D Metroidvania, but I mean, we'll see.
We're going to see, man. We're going to see.
Well,
I do want a new God of War
beat 'em up. If it's a beat 'em up, that's a way better situation for it.
Because if it plays like the original God of War, right? And because there's a lot of people who think that's the best God of War with the hack and slash, the combo, the button mashy, like kind of how like just at peak how God of War 3 is. If it plays like that and it's like still Metroidvania, people could probably still deal with it. So we'll see.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think that's their major game. It's just one of the games that they developed because Ragnarok came out like just a few years ago already. So I don't expect like the next one to come out like next year.
I got a question about that though. Do you think they'll bring back TC Carson? He has been hanging around Sony Santa Monica a lot recently, man. You think they'll bring back my boy TC?
That'd be pretty
fire.
cool.
Yeah,
That would be fire.
He been hanging around the building, or he just been seen with pictures?
No, because they've
He
been
was with
doing
Fre-
like the anniversary for
Yeah,
God of
he
War.
been coming back for that. Yeah, he was with Christopher Judge, all that. Yeah.
nigga been loitering. Okay.
And then because I think it's gonna be like we're gonna get the situation where we're gonna get smaller titles from PlayStation to fill out those gaps like they've used to do like in the past, instead of just relying on big game but like a sparse like release for like throughout the year, like it is right
It would
now
actually
for
be
like
great.
Yote. That'd be fun because like I said, we got Astrobot like last year, and that kind of like fills that void as well.
You know what's crazy, Jazzy?
What's up?
It just always happen, man. This shit is a cycle, bro. Like, so if I be like, you know what I mean, I'm looking forward to that game, but I do think they should be releasing other games. People go, well, Jack, you always said you wanted smaller games. Now you're complaining, bro. I already know what's gonna happen with this shit, bro. It's always in addition to people. Shit got to be in addition. You hear what Jazzy just said? They was releasing other games, but they still had smaller games to go with them. Y'all be wanting steak with no potato with that motherfucker. I need my side item. You know what I mean? Who eat a Big Mac without fries? I don't do that. Do y'all do that? I don't fucking do that. So they need to be making actual, you know, the big budgeted AAA games that y'all be clamoring for with the smaller shit, bro. That's how that works. That's how that works.
The big twipple.
No.
Big twipple egg wall?
Take a
Let's fucking.
BG be freaked out about the egg roll, bro. He be freaked out.
I swear that nigga brain cut off
what?
when he do that shit. I love it.
All right. We'll see next year what happens. Marathon been delayed indefinitely. It was supposed to come out September 23rd. So now it's been delayed indefinitely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a release
September.
date.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Damn, I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now I think they implied that it would be released sometime next year. They put out some PR statements saying that, oh, we're taking your feedback seriously and we're going to work on this and we're going to improve this and we're going to fix this. A whole bunch of mumbo jumbo where it's just a bunch of lies and you shouldn't believe any of it. This game isn't going to be much better. When there was that marathon direct or whatever it was, that game marathon gameplay reveal, I said on live stream, because it was a bunch of developers sitting around a table and, you know, they were in their chairs, the little coffee table in the middle. I was like, oh, bullshit. I literally called it bullshit. Anytime developers do this is not a joke, right? I've just noticed this over time. Anytime developers sit on a couch, gather around a coffee table and chairs, do any type of powwow where they are just talking amongst themselves about their own game, it is a bunch of lies. You cannot believe any of it because it's pretending that everything is good and everything is going well, and they all got smiles on their face, and you know there's internal turmoil at Bungie. But they all get on this stage and smiling like everybody at Bungie is doing amazing. We're so happy to be making this game, and this game is going to be nothing like you've ever seen before. And they're talking it up when we have reports that the morale at Bungie is horrible because of everything that's been going wrong. They're a mess of a studio, and then they get on stage and pretend like everything's great. I'm like, bro, if y'all fall for this, y'all are naive as hell. Y'all are gullible as hell. And that's what happens. I've noticed it it's not only Bungie, it's a bunch of developers, bro. They literally just, because what are developers going to do besides hype up their own game? What is going to say, oh, no, it's not looking so good. I don't know. We're a little bit worried. They're all just going to say positive pop propaganda that everything is going great about the game. So what's the point of even listening to them? Don't talk. Show us gameplay. Your talking means nothing because you're not going to say anything bad about your own game. It's pointless talk.
Was you reading the chat when you was doing that live reaction? I was watching. Yeah, you was talking, you doing a little spiel you doing right now. People in the chat were like, BG, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hear. I'm
You're
trying to
hating,
hear what
yeah.
they're saying. And BG was like, these niggas lying to y'all
They
anyway.
lying to y'all, bro.
You was right. He was right at the end of the day. So
They
that's funny.
lying to y'all, bro. Bro,
The audience watching that was Bungie employees too, so it wasn't even like general.
Yeah, niggas
it wasn't
clapping
general
and
public.
shit. Like, cut it out.
It was
They had
like, where my mounting mains? Yeah, see, it was like the nigga that coded it.
yeah, like, bro, there's only been a handful of testers. So who are you even talking to? There was no beta out yet. Like, bruh, because I remember the same thing happened with not to say that like Starfield is the equivalent of this, but they had a similar thing where they were sitting around some table and talking about Starfield and it's this game it's so it's the best thing since pants with pockets.
After they delayed it, right? That's when it
probably
they had that.
It's our most ambitious, they love to throw the word around ambitious. We're taking this game to new heights. That whole spiel and all that jargon that they always use, they all say the same thing. Same thing. Starfield came out. I'm not saying it was bad, but by most people's account, it wasn't. It wasn't what the developers hyped it up. Developers are always going to make their game seem better than it actually is. The only way for you to really know is to use your eyes. And listen, shout out to Strat. Strat's still trying to defend this garbage because he was one of the people. Him and Kofi was kind of defending Marathon.
Yeah, definitely.
When I was like, yo, this game, I was telling him, I'm like, yo, this game is going to be complete garbage and it is going to be DOA. Since then, Kofi backed out of the bet and he paid me out. And then since then, then the game got delayed, and I talked to Strat. Strat like, no, it probably got delayed because of the stolen art. If you think that they first of all, they admitted why the game is getting delayed, and more words than and just a whole lot of words. They said it was dog shit. That's what they said. And you saying, no, you telling them, even though they told us the reason, you telling me, oh, it's because of the stolen art. This game ain't get delayed because of no stolen art, bro. That may have been like a very small piece of it, but if this game was an absolute banger, if this game was a heat seeker, if this game was fire, and then they got caught with some stolen art, this don't get delayed. This don't get delayed because, man, screw that stolen art. We don't care.
Jack, are you familiar with R. Kelly? What's that? Are you familiar with R. Kelly?
Never heard of him.
Absolutely. Great artist.
You know what BT has been sounding like this whole time? Remember in that last interview, R. Kelly said, is this thing on? Use your common sense.
Use your common sense.
I told y'all, use y'all eyes. I don't know how y'all have eyes. I don't know how y'all claim y'all have good working eyes and saw that Marathon gameplay reveal and said, oh, this...
You know what it is, BG?
Oh, this looks promising.
You know what it is? Gamers are just like not hopeless romantics. They just have hope, bro. They the Cleveland Browns fans. Like your team go 0-17 every other year, but this next year we got it. We're playoff bound. Like no matter how many times they get shit on, no matter how many times they buy broken, horrible, terrible, shitty games, they gonna be right back next. I'm guilty of this. I play Madden every year. The game is fucking dog shit. Okay, I'm gonna be there with 20 whatever the fuck come out 26. Like. They just hopeless, bro. They hoping for a better future, but it's never gonna show up. That's what gamers are, bro.
It's time for Sony to do it, bro. It's time for them to do multiple things, and it's an and
shut down. I hope the nigga shut down.
It's an and or situation, right? So they've already cut out certain pieces of Bungie and put them at other studios and carved out like they're another development studio. Was it LFG or whatever? And we know that PlayStation, that they're under Sony, they're not under PlayStation. And that was contingent upon, hey, y'all do this, y'all make this, y'all meet this criteria, we good. Bungie has done nothing but fail at every single criteria and every single requirement since being acquired.
Yep.
So now it's time to either shut them down, maybe extract some personnel out of them also while you shut them down, keep some talent, or put your boot on their neck and put them under PlayStation and have literally put a dictator at the head of that studio.
Yo.
Like,
Okay.
God, okay.
Yeah, the way you said that scared me, brother. God damn. Okay, go ahead.
Pull out whoever the leadership is now, and put in somebody that you have to run the studio. Essentially, Bungie won't be running Bungie no more. PlayStation will be running Bungie. That's what you got to do, because you gave them free power to do whatever they want, and they screwed up at every turn. So now you got to be like, you got to walk in there and be like, I'm the captain now.
Man, let me run this shit, dog. Give me 6 months, bro.
All that, we free and y'all doing what y'all, it's over for that, bro. There was an agreement in place and y'all didn't hold up y'all end of the bargain. So now y'all are under the umbrella of PlayStation now. Y'all not under the umbrella of Sony, y'all under the umbrella of PlayStation.
BG,
and we gonna do shit how we call it, not how y'all call it no more. It's over for that. Y'all niggas was bums. Okay, y'all stunk up the place. Y'all stink.
BG,
and we about to freshen it up in here.
Bungie is an infection on PlayStation. It's a sickness. You know what you do when you got an infection and you don't want it to spread? You cut that motherfucker off. So I think they need to fire these niggas. I really do. I close the studio. They bought Bungie. Besides, they tried to retain the people that they ended up firing anyway. They bought Bungie because of the legacy, man. The name.
Yeah.
They bought Bungie because of the name, bro. They know what kind of recognition they gave with it. They knew it was going to raise eyebrows in the gaming industry. You know what I mean? They had media members hyping it up. Oh, this huge announcement. Oh, they bought Bungie. I sighed in real life when I read it. I was like, that's the announcement, bro? Bungie? And lo and behold, ever since then, they have done nothing but the exact opposite of what they came on to do. Get them niggas the fuck out of here and close the studio. Y'all already burnt the money. Get them niggas out of here, bro. They not adding nothing of relevance to PlayStation. Destiny had his run. That shit over with. Niggas that used to fuck with Destiny don't even like the game no more. I'm thinking they finna bring on Destiny niggas to play Marathon. They not even fucking with the Marathon. Bungie not even fucking with the Close them niggas the fuck down immediately. Please. It's over with, bro.
But if they do that, that's going to be like the biggest PR nightmare that they did, especially if we're trying to retain employees.
It's already one though, Jazzy. It's already one.
No, but I'm saying it's going to be like 10 times more if they do like close them down.
I don't think nobody can even blame them at that point though. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like look at the shit they done did.
I don't think PlayStation has given Bungie more chances than they've given their first party studios.
Anybody, bro, for real, bro. Get the nigga
Anybody,
out of here, bro.
There's nobody that's gotten more like. So I don't think at that point nobody's looking at that PlayStation like, damn, y'all shut them down preemptively. And people would have to be like, nah, they deserved it.
I would slander them for buying them anyway, but at the same time, I would commend them for making the right decision. At the end of the day, that's the right decision. In my opinion.
I think they praise them, bro, because then it would make people at least feel like, oh, are y'all actually moving a chess piece now? Or are y'all making movements to do anything? Because right now it's like, what bad PR could they get if they just never play they never play the ball? That's
all Bungie is bad PR. Every other year they accuse of stealing somebody's work. They not bringing out the games they supposed to bring out. The games they got out, they not supporting it.
They had
and also, honestly, I feel like a better route would have just been them just being a Destiny studio. I think if they just went straight into working on Destiny, because that's the one thing I feel like they wouldn't mess up. I feel like they could, even though I think Destiny's ass, I think they could make Destiny 3 and they would still have that huge player base. So y'all couldn't even do that. And I don't think y'all gonna get the chance to. Like, y'all should have went straight into making just Destiny 3, bro.
You make how much they call $3 billion? How much was it?
Yes, $3.2 billion.
3.2 gamble. Like, fuck a new IP. you making Destiny.
They could have let me go up to the local casino and flip that for them. Man. I promise I would have brought back a profit. I would have got them slot machines heavy. 3.2 billion, nigga. Hey, y'all ain't gonna have to release another game again fucking with me. Let me get that.
Like, come on, bro. Like, go ahead.
Didn't they already absorb like one of the studio to be a PlayStation studio from Bungie? That team
LFG.
FLG. Do you see them actually sticking around and actually staying around in the long run.
Who knows? 50-50. Because
Or you think they're gonna it's the next Concord situation?
I feel like we already there, man. I feel like we already at the Concord situation, man. With Marathon and what's the Haven Studio shit? Fair Games.
Marathon definitely is Concord 2.0.
Yo,
They got two more Concords, and I think,
I can't think of mentally gameplay for Fair Game. What is that? The one with the money shit?
They haven't shown. They haven't shown
seen
gameplay yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
okay. I'm
Alex,
like
this is what I'm saying. Alex. They got the real Concord, and they got two more Concords in the background, and I think they don't want to cancel these games because they already know the narrative that's going. It's like what Jazz was saying, the PR. I think they want to cancel both of them motherfuckers, but they like, bro, like,
yeah,
they stuck.
I'm trying to imagine the conversation. We're like, ooh, boy, we got the Fair Games coming. Like,
bro, Jay Raymond, the head of the studio, she left. Jay Raymond already left. How well is the game doing in development? Like, we got to think about this shit, people. Everything peaches and rainbows. She left for a reason.
Y'all really fell for the Jade Raymond pyramid scheme. I can't believe PlayStation fell for that.
Oh my gosh, she was the LLC Twitter niggas.
Bro, they gave her own studio, fully funded. Then they gave her the studio. Then they acquired them niggas on top of that. They spending. They didn't burn so much money this generation, bro. Doing straight bullshit, bro.
She did something that made a nigga that you can have whatever you want. Keep sucking this dick. She did something.
This shit crazy, though.
That's crazy. Like, because like it's hard finding the exact numbers, but like Destiny, according to like some reports, Destiny 2 sold over 20 million copies. So it's like, bro, just like Destiny 2 would have been the safest bet. Destiny 3.
Damn.
I don't know.
Why don't I know that we be getting leaks and employees like use Glassdoor and other shit like that. They talk to whatever. We need a mole. Fuck the chicken industry. Fuck the egg industry. Fuck all the food shit. FDA. We need a nigga to sneak in there with a mic or something and really sit on these meetings, bro. Because there's no way us people that's not qualified with degrees and years of business shit are looking at them like, what are y'all doing?
You know what it is, Alex? It's giving money laundering. I said this a few years ago. Them niggas laundering money, bro. It's no way other way around it, bro. It's what else could you? Come on, man.
Yo, I remember I looked at the video I made when they the Jade Raymond studio, whatever they're called. In my video, I literally said I don't trust this because Jade Raymond has never has a history of just abandoning games and not actually releasing anything. So I don't trust this. So if I'm just a regular person, I'm a regular gamer, I don't got no business degree, I got just a regular ass bachelor's degree in journalism and communication, and I said, I don't think that's a good idea based on her track record. And I was able to see that. And y'all got and they way smarter than me. Y'all supposed to be way smarter than me. And y'all fell for the setup.
Isn't there a couple of motherfuckers like that though? A lot of running around bouncing from job to job.
A lot of really rich, successful, famous people, they hard workers and they was in the right place at the right time. A lot of them niggas ain't got no common sense, bro. Because like you said, it be regular YouTube niggas predicting exactly how the shit gonna play out. Just by looking at the shit like that's gonna happen, the shit gonna fail. And the shit plays out exactly like, so y'all couldn't see that? Y'all niggas billionaire, did nobody in the room say what? Like, come on,
get paid the big bucks to be smart.
Get your banana energy or whatever the fuck, get it out of here, boy. Monkey. That's what they would have
all these companies need to hire 10 to 15 regular niggas that just be sitting on the couch and just peeping shit, be like, hey, bro.
The
regular house niggas from the hood, like, come on.
The regular nigga team.
They hired us. The first thing we do, okay, what's the first 5 action items? First, we getting good hairstyles. If they put us at the head of Sony Studios, nigga, we getting rid of the skytop dreads. That's number 1.
Oh, absolutely. Bro,
number
it's just ridiculous,
number 2, we need branded clothes. I need Nikes and Jordans in my game, not the fake Adidas that Spider.
Oh, you gonna go in there and nigger fired up? Yeah, you got your banana G. Yeah,
but I'm talking about from a creative stamp. My banana G.
I'm talking about from a business standpoint, nigga. Get these dumb niggas the fuck out of here, bro. Like, we see this shit, bro.
Well, okay, BG, you gonna bring back the arena shooter, modes like Kill Smooth. He just want team deathmatch and that's it, shit like that. We got multiple.
I'm in there strictly firing niggas. I'm in there strictly firing.
Yeah, we can put all the branded stuff in there. You can get past You get past the license and just turn all those logos, invert them shits, like turn them upside down.
Jack would tell a nigga, bring me this food. He gonna tell him, bring him an order, come to my office.
I'm be like, brother, you had a good run, but your output ain't been giving what it's supposed to give. My guy, you gotta get out of there. Bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, did you get my sauce too? Get the fuck out of here.
Them niggas gonna be getting fired left and right fucking with me, boy. I tell you. Shit.
Yeah, so Marathon's gonna be DOA. You could feel it. You could literally just feel it, bro. There's no hype. There's no actual hype for this. It's gonna be trash. DOA. Move on to the next. GG.
So you think it's gonna be another like when Suicide Squad when they delayed that game?
Yeah, and it didn't really do anything to help.
So wait. I got a question. I don't think they're gonna pull it off the market in 12 days like Concord. How many calendar months or years do you think they're gonna keep supporting this game with patches, updates? I give that game 9 months. I think after 9 months they're gonna say we ending support on. I'm giving them 9 months at the most. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
It all depends on like how long they're gonna draw out till they actually get a release.
So
no. I'm talking about after release. After release.
Oh, afterwards? I have no idea.
So it's
how long
funny
they
because
the game with content.
Because developers will release support for a game that's clearly dead, right? They'll like, oh, we're releasing this patch for literally the 500 people on the server. Like we've seen that, and it's just because you kind of got to. Right, trying to save face a little bit, like, oh, we're still supporting the game for you 500 people.
Nah, that'd be the day they do it for the love of the game. I don't feel like Bungie give a fuck. They gonna shut that shit down.
So I think the game is gonna be dead within 6 months. But I think they may actually support that dead game with nobody playing it.
You think they're still gonna put that? Okay.
Yeah, just up to like maybe slightly past a year.
They got to recoup something. Like I think the game's gonna be done like less than that. It'll probably last longer than Concord, but I think honestly it becomes just a release, and they're gonna pretend that they never announced that it was gonna be like this ongoing live stream. It's just gonna be a fucking regular ass multiplayer game.
We ain't say that. What y'all talking about?
Who's a whitey? That's what he think they gonna pull out.
There's gonna be so few people playing that game that they could send a nigga to everybody's house to install that patch manually.
I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. They're gonna add a few. They're gonna add a few avatars and all the shit that they had planned for DLC. They just gotta launch it day one, and that's it. Now they're launching a full patch multiplayer game.
What's up?
Hey Jazzy, you still playing Foam Stars, good brother?
Nobody is. Ain't it dead? Ain't it shut down?
Nope. No, it's not shut down. It's still on. It's still up, available to play, but it's like
that shit.
I'm out the phone.
Yeah, nobody's on it.
You at the phone, brother? You dry it off, brother?
Yes, I went and got my towel, man. It just when anything takes 5+ minutes to get a game, bro, I can't
Yeah.
do it. Is that when I'm doing it for my pride, huh?
Yes,
that's
why.
No,
I think it would have fair regardless. Man.
It was gonna fail, but it's dumb decisions like that. Like why? Who buys into something like that? That I don't understand. The
Sony
game
and
shit is
Square.
exclusive.
Yeah, Sony and Square.
Cut that check.
They gotta start cutting checks better too, man. What was
I feel like sometimes they be having like their, you know how companies be having their parties and stuff. They be inviting partners. They be getting drunk. I feel like they be locking in these deals at like happy hour and shit like that.
They had they slump head department working that night. That nigga said, "I got the greatest fucking second party, third party deal ever." Nigga. Let's hear it. You playing in foam. You can't see shit on the screen like visual fucking vomit. They gonna eat it up, yeah. I mean, it's only coming out on PlayStation and PC. I can't wait. That shit ass.
Foam Stars is so trash, bro.
Come on, man. That game was fun.
No, it wasn't.
That shit was fun, bro. That was
so trash.
At least from their last update that I played, the game did get better over time, and I thought it was fun. But it's like I had to move on.
Jazzy,
because now they're recycling all the content that they've done. What's up?
Look, check this out. Alex' go-to team was Kiso, King Kiso, and Benji. Nasty fucking lineup. That's
Come
a
on,
nasty
man.
lineup.
Hold up,
That shit go-to niggas to play the game with. That's how you know. That's like me going to play the game with fucking Wonton and Red Pig. You know that shit is ass, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because Benji was the best X-Define player in the nation. We're gonna start there. So Benji,
he was the only X-Define player in the nation.
I was the best NBA Live player for the last 3 games they released.
But I can't take that from you. You see what I'm saying? You was still him though. Like you can't take it from you.
Alex, you know what's crazy about Benji? I read an article about X-Define closing down. I said, Benji, you know X-Define closing down next season if the players don't improve. He said, nigga, stop. He was like, don't stop lying. You making up shit. A few weeks later, that motherfucker. I said, Benji, you see? I told you the dude said it, bro. Like
Benji was still playing it. He was still playing it months later.
Nigga just on still on the server and shit. That shit crazy.
That's crazy. So yeah. R.I.P. Let's move on. Does somebody wanna go in, or maybe should I go into the other Discord channel and ask Deontay to come in here and talk about Rematch? Should I go?
Come on, brother.
He in there right now playing. Damn, I ain't even realized.
Move on, brother.
Rematch. I've been playing
No,
Rematch.
Alex played it. Alex played it.
Let me ask him real quick. Hold on. Let me Alex can talk about it, but hold on, I'll be right back.
Hold on.
Yo, Deontay.
What, man?
Do you want to come on the podcast real quick, talk about Rematch since you've been playing it?
I'm currently in the game right now, and then after that, I have to head to bed.
I didn't ask you about what you're doing, good brother.
Why don't you have Alex? Alex played the game more than me.
I do. I'm asking you. What? Do you not understand how the English language works? I'm asking you about, can you do something? You bringing up Alex.
Oh. I said, I got to go to bed after this.
Nigga, it's 6 o'clock.
I work night shift, bro. I got to go to bed after this.
What are you doing with your life? How old are you?
What do you mean what I'm doing? I'm working.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Why are you still working in the night shift at 28? You need to slap somebody at that job. Nigga, where's your seniority at?
I mean, they want me to be on the night shift because nobody else ain't good on the night shift. So
no. That's not what night shift is, nigga. You know who they reserve night shift for. That's what they telling you. That's not how it works, my nigga. Come on, you should know better than that.
It depends on the job you work at. But
night shift is for the grunts.
But the job I work at, it requires like 24/7 though.
Bruh, I need you to I need you to do better in life.
I told you I work for Warner Brothers, man.
I don't think this is a proper way to convince someone to go on your panel.
I need you to do better in life.
I am. I'm making, dude. You know how much I'm making?
And it's Sunday. First of all, if you work on the weekends or if you work night shift, your life is a mess. I need you to get it together.
Brother, I work for a fucking broadcast company. I don't know what else you expect.
Nigga, I don't care if you work for Walt Disney, nigga. Get your life together.
I am the main one who keeps like y'all football and your fucking nigga ball and all that other type of shit on the air, bro.
All right.
I'm the one who do that, but none of y'all don't pay no attention to that. You just like,
I don't care about none of the shit you talk about right now, nigga. Stop working on the weekends, nigga.
All right. It's all fun and games until the next thing you know, the game just all of a sudden go black and you're like, damn, like what the fuck going on with the broadcast?
Bro, you doing a whole lot of yapping, but I ain't hearing nothing.
Yeah, but you said nighttime. You're just responsible for the reruns.
What's up, baby? What you doing?
Nigga making it seem like the whole like television network gonna collapse if you don't go to work. Nigga, you ain't that important.
I am actually.
Nigga, get out of here.
If you realize how much money I made there, you understand.
Lying. Oh, the money. Fuck out of here, nigga. Who you talking to, nigga? I'll slap you.
Talking to you? You ain't gonna do
I'll
nothing.
slap you, nigga. Don't talk money talk with me. We'll fight, nigga.
BG, I make almost like the same amount of money you make.
Nigga,
and I'm only 28.
Whoa. I'm not. Why are you making it seem like I'm way older than like, nigga, I was 28 yesterday. Relax.
Nah, shit.
Oh, you 36.
Whoa, I'm not 36. Just don't do that. I'm 34.
That's like
Deontay
is around the corner. That's 1 year away.
Me and you gonna fight, Deontay. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
For what?
That's
Dude,
gay as-
Me and you gonna fight, brother.
I am literally just chilling, man.
Me and you gonna fight.
Holy
You been on
shit.
bullshit. Talk about, oh, I one shotted Simon the other day. And then I didn't even look anything up. Oh, and I work on weekends and I keep the whole television network up. Everybody's screen would be black if it wasn't for me. Man, shut all that up. We ain't trying to hear that.
Oh my god.
I hate this guy, bro.
Get your bitch ass back on that fucking pod.
I hate this nigga, dog.
Don't you got a podcast to be running?
I hate Deontay, bro. I swear I do.
That I got criticized for not being chronically online, bro. How I'm supposed to they got mad at me for not being tapped into Twitter Spaces all day. Like, come on, bro.
I hate Deontay, bro. I'm gonna slap that nigga.
What'd he do?
Talk about
He said no.
He just talk about some bullshit. Talk about, oh, I work for network television and they need me to work overnight or the TV goes black. Some nonsense and bullshit. Like, nigga, we know we don't need people for the networks to run anymore.
That is true. That is true.
We don't need people for streaming television to work, nigga. That shit work on its own, nigga. They got you looking at the servers, making sure they don't blow up. You ain't doing nothing.
He showed us the behind the scenes. He definitely be putting in that work.
Hey, Jack, listen. They put that nigga in a chair and said, "Sit on this chair. Make sure none of the servers catch on fire." That's what he doing.
That's crazy. Shout out to my boy Deontay, man.
He the equivalent of making the store run. He the store run boy. Make sure nothing catch on fire, big dog.
Wow, Deontay, y'all heard that shit, Deontay?
Did you say he defended them Netflix clothes like they nuclear launch missiles? Like, he can't let nobody over.
Nigga literally made it seem like the earth going to explode if he don't watch the servers. Like stop it, bro. Who you think you talking to?
How do you say it? Was he like, brother,
Damn.
I can. I'm looking at Squid Games too. I can't, brother.
Like, come on, bro.
Damn.
Ain't he in the Discord though? What do you mean? Ain't he literally? What he?
Yeah, he talk about he gotta go to sleep soon because he worked the overnight shift. That's why he can't. Like, nigga, come on, bro.
5 minutes.
The launch codes.
It's all
This
up,
nigga, man.
All up to you, Al. All up to you, Al.
So
I mean, I pretty
Alex,
much
yes,
talked about it.
tell us
There's no
about
problem.
Rematch. Even though we talked about it a lot because
talked
it's been
about
in
it.
beta and all that, yeah.
Yeah, I just talked about it while you was gone. It ain't really much to talk about. It's the same game, pretty much.
And it's
Little
fire,
connection
right?
issues. Yeah, I like it. I've been playing by myself though. Everybody else been having fun linking up on fucking PC and Xbox and shit like that. I've been solo queuing this entire weekend. So
Oh yeah, that's because it launched without crossplay, correct?
yeah. So my experience is way more annoying. I'm having to get out the mud with this shit, but everybody else, it seems like they're having a ton of fun. I'm waiting on us to do a tournament. I guess we gotta wait for crossplay, but once they get this crossplay going, I think Blaze.
Did the beta have crossplay or no?
I couldn't.
I didn't either. Okay.
Even on that, I was really playing by myself, other than with like Takeoff and Subaru.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be real dope. I've seen some cool combos get kicked off. Niggas rainbow flicking, volleying it in the air. So when the beta first came out, my question was: is the movement system gonna be in depth enough to really be dynamic and have a high skill ceiling? Seemed like people getting a little bit active. So we.
Now you did say the price the entry barrier ain't stopping the scrubs from getting in there too, though,
Dummies,
right?
no, not at all. And funny enough, so I tried to do a little bit more reading on their plans regarding the longevity of the game. They did an AMA on Reddit. The niggas at least when I looked on it, I when I see shit, niggas be like, "What? Alexander, the car has more than 5 cars. The game has more than 9 cars." When I went on the Reddit, I didn't see that nigga. I didn't see no people responding to any of the developers responding to it. They was like, "Yo, what's your game plan for ranked gameplay? Is it gonna be more in depth? Are you gonna add moves? Are you gonna add different clothing?" Like, it was all types of really good questions on the AMA on Reddit. They hadn't answered any of them, so I guess I could go back and see what the developers say. But, yeah, I mean, the community is trying to see what's y'all's long-term goal with it. More than anything, they're just annoyed. They're like, "Why is this shit not having crossplay?" Especially in sports games. So
that was a mistake, bro. That was definitely a mistake. I did see it had over 1 million unique users. They said though, so people playing the game.
I think it's it shouldn't be understated that they came from Sifu and Absolver, but that's another thing, bro. I said this during the beta. Absolver's connection issues was fucking horrible. I used to play Absolver, my boy Evan. Nigga, the gameplay is fucking fire. The concept was fire. 40 seconds of that fight, you probably didn't see it. Nigga, you would throw a punch. Shit, a frame would go by, the nigga knocked out, but you never saw it connect. You never saw him block your shit. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
So the last multiplayer slow cap experience I had was abysmal. So hopefully they figure this shit out.
This is they ain't got the money, they ain't got the know how to do it. What you think it is?
FIFA was a success. This game is a success. Unless they on some bone.
So you think they just don't know how to? You think they just don't know how to do it? Yeah.
But it gets to a point where you can, like, your dad can be a handyman around the house. It gets to a point where either you don't know what you're doing, you go fuck something up, and we got to spend more money, or go get somebody that know what they're doing. At this point, if they're having complications of figuring the shit out, you need to outsource or get some help. You see what I'm saying? For the longevity of the game, because and you're always gonna have doom and gloom people that if one inconvenience to say, hey, this game's not gonna last. I mean, people, that small minority are having those conversations, but that would be the death of this game if they don't do crossplay, at least on consoles. I can see that being the only issue it really has. But
so are you satisfied with the amount of content right now, right?
The amount of content, we're in season 0, and the battle pass and shit like that is a different low taper fade, maybe some socks and shoes. So the arenas aren't really dynamic, but then again, Rocket League didn't start out with a ton of content. Rocket League had blue, orange, a few cars, some decals, and some rims. It took years for them to get to where they are. This game itself is good. It has long legs just because it's so simple and it's arcadey. So we just got to give them time to flesh it out. See how in depth they really want to go about it.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. I don't got much else. There was some, I don't know if this is really news, but Sarah Bond, I didn't watch the video, but Sarah Bond talked about the multi-year agreement with AMD and how they're working on the next generation of Xbox consoles. I don't really have anything to say about this, because it's like it just, when it's too early to talk about these consoles and we don't really know any details. And remember at what was it, last year, when I think at the end of that video where after they told everybody that Xbox games were going to PlayStation, like as a red herring, they were like, oh, we're also working on the next Xbox. I feel like they bring this up like every once in a while just to remind you. It's like,
they got to reassure their fan base. It's conversations going on. Like, they don't. But what's funny, BG? So I've seen PlayStation fans make fun of Xbox for working with AMD. I got a question, BG. Who powers Sony's the same shit, the graphics and all that? Who powers that for PlayStation?
It's always been. I mean, as far as I know, it's been AMD for
So it's AMD as well, right? So this is my thing, bro. This sometimes, bro, I have to look to see if it's a hidden camera in my room when I read this shit, because it's like, bro, you working with the same fucking. How are you claiming?
Nigga think Ashton Kutcher. This nigga Jack think Ashton Kutcher's in his closet. Nigga think he getting punked.
Like, shout out to AMD, they finna have fake graphics with Xbox, bro. We finna get the same shit, brother. It might be slightly different. It ain't gonna be too much off, bro. Like, you can't come on, dog. What are we doing, bro?
Oh, yeah, I saw that King Thrash tweet.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have anything to say about this unless y'all do.
I mean, it really is nothing.
And it's the same thing with like the play, because there'd be PS6 talk out there. I'm like, I don't care about all this shit. It's too early. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I think the thing is, reason why is because now that Xbox is like full blown multi-plat, and then they reveal the Asus Xbox Ally versus a standard Xbox handheld. It was like people assumed that Xbox, the next console, it wasn't going to be an Xbox console. They're probably going to tag like Asus to make their little micro mini PC or whatever, and it'll be something like that, like some third-party device. So, but what Xbox is doing, I don't know. It's like, it's cool to hear, and they keep hinting that the next console is going to be able to play, like be able to play like other launch from other stores like Steam and all that other stuff. the biggest thing is also like the thing I've been asking for next generation of all time is just that being able to play 360 games and original Xbox games, but like them being auto enhanced on them own, like them like because the PC is going to be getting these games too. Because right now you can't play like unless you bought them on like Steam. In this next generation, your 360 library is going to be playable on PC outside of streaming, and they're going to be able to take advantage of your PC's hardware. And the next Xbox also should be able to do that. Before, we used to have to wait for shit like FPS boost or Xbox to do like a resolution boost. They're trying to do that at like a system level and whatnot. So that's the exciting part about this thing, and it's going to be like obviously beyond Xbox, but it's also going to be capable on like PCs or essentially any device that can run Xbox. So they're continuing to make these Xboxes and everything's like multi-plat, but I guess the situation that they're trying to do is, because I think the next Xbox is going to be dumb expensive, just like the handhelds are going to be like super expensive. They're trying to come to a situation where there's no barrier to entry, right? Like you got any option, obviously, whether it be console, whether it be PC, and you get that the console experience that we got on our console to get that wherever. So that could be Samsung, LG, TVs and whatnot, and it eliminates that whole like, you know how if they're not selling consoles, right, or they selling a low amount of consoles, it eliminates that need to like a degree, because they'll still get like either the subscriptions or the game purchases because of them being pretty much the primary OS essentially for gaming in general. Like next week they're supposed to announce the MetaQuest VR, the Xbox branded one, is going to be like black and green and whatnot. People forget the Xbox cloud gaming stuff it's on there. So they're spacing these out, these announcements. They're going to be all these essentially Xbox branded stuff. We got the Ally coming later this year, and then I think I don't know when this Xbox VR comes out, but that's going to be one of them. But it's a Meta VR, but it's the Xbox version of it, right? So there's going to be a lot more of those devices, and those are going to lead into their next generation console when it finally comes out. Some people say, I think it would make sense to do it next year if the tech is available for their 25th anniversary. Have the new consoles along with their big three, Halo, Gears, and Forza, and Fable. So, but yeah, no, it's cool. I'm not tripping over it. It's not as exciting anymore because it really doesn't like really mean anything to me. But it's that reassurance, because every time Xbox does something boneheaded, the first reports are they're getting out of the hardware business. They're getting out of hardware business, and they just keep doubling down on it.
And then didn't Sarah Bond just talk about like the next generation or something like that?
In that video that video that they just went live with, and then AMD came back and doubled back, and they did their version of the video, just reconfirming that they're making the next generation Xbox chips, and then the stuff they're doing for Xbox is beyond Xbox, because these are chipsets that's going to be, for like PCs and other devices, so that they can do this whole backwards compatibility plan they're trying to do.
Okay. I just don't see like how people are trying to frame that as like a negative thing, like at all, though.
It's Xbox, of course it's negative.
Super chats.
And well, I'll let you do that in it, like one topic suggestion, but it might carry on like a lot.
All right.
About
Got you. Clean frame. What are y'all unhumble opinions on having to pray to RNGesus in some video games, mostly RPGs? PS Pacers to win the championships. What are y'all thoughts on RNG? I don't play a lot of games with RNG.
Jack might be the one that played that the most.
Yeah, you definitely play the most RNG games.
Make a break, man. Sometimes it's a run killer, bro. A lot of games with RNG, but like run to where you know what, it depends on what you get, depending on it's extremely annoying. But the thing is, they also can, they change the RNG. Sometimes it's way higher in certain games. You gotta take the good with the bad, man. Literally what RNG is. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think
I don't necessarily like it, but I just gotta deal with it.
I think Returnal might be the only one I've really played and enjoyed for real. Maybe the only one I've played.
Because most of that genre is pretty much all of those games in that genre is RNG. So I play some of those, but not a lot. But when you get that good run, whoo, because I remember I beat Returnal without dying, and barely even getting hit, just because I hit all the right stuff. I got I made the right bets on those viruses or whatever they called. What were that shit you attach to yourself?
Malfunctions.
Yeah, the malfunctions. I hit all the right malfunctions. I got all the right weapons, and I was literally just walking through it. I was like, "Oh, this is just RNG was on my side."
That's the one good thing about RNG. Yeah, you get them runs to where nothing can go wrong. Like you damn near fucking invincible because it's like you just getting all the right shit.
It felt like I had God mode. I don't remember all the shit I had on that run, but nigga, I was like, bro, I am just holding down the button and walking, and I'm not even trying because of this. So, yeah, go with the bad. K Mooten 1456. Did you get your Switch 2 yet, BG? No, I will soon though. Promise. Living Legend just got a 9800 X3D, but haven't tested VR performance yet. Has anyone with this build tried PSVR, and did the 3D cache make a difference in performance? I never even connected my PSVR to my PC. So nope. I don't think nobody here has any comment on that, brother.
Maybe the comment section experienced that.
Yeah. Ask them, I guess.
Might be a Reddit question.
Clean Frame. I'm going to name 4 hip-hop artists to see if y'all are hype for their upcoming albums. JID. Is it JID or JID? I always call him JID.
But anytime you see dots in the name, it's letters.
Yeah,
it's not
but he doesn't have any dots. But I feel like his name is JID.
Well, unless he took them out because it's easier to search up JID than J.I.D.
Yeah,
I've been listening to him since he came out. It's JID.
Okay, because I hear some people call him JID.
I don't call his career though.
JID sounds stupid, so I call him JID. But he said JID, ASAP Rocky, The Clips, and Logic.
And Saucy Santana would say ASAP Rocky. I'm not excited.
Oh, you tripping? What?
No, sir. Furthermore, I think ASAP Rocky is overrated.
Get the fuck out of you, nigga! The shit you listen to,
Jack. Your literal donation sound is bing, bing, bang, bing. I won't stop. I don't fucking know cops.
Bro,
bing, bing, bang,
the shit you listen to, my nigga. You cried when Tory Lanez got stabbed in jail, my nigga. That's
my nigga. I have a signed CD by him, and I saw him in real life. And
so wait, Jack, are you
sucked his cock?
Are you criticizing him because he listens to worse music than ASAP Rocky, or are you an ASAP Rocky fan?
I fuck with ASAP. What's wrong with it? I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. You listen to a lot of bullshit out to be shitting on ASAP, bro.
What was the name of his last album?
No, I don't fucking know.
Nigga. The last album was
testing. Low. I said load and testing. With the yellow on it. I listened to the whole fucking album. I didn't like that one as much. I
wonder why.
I don't know.
His new shit popping though. His new shit popping.
Was cool. One Train was cool. I just think he overrated. Like he's not this great lyricist. Joey Badass is a better lyricist.
Usually I'm always like pro New York rapper, right? Like any New York rapper, I'm an advocate of them. I cannot tell you. I couldn't name I don't hate ASAP. I could not name not one of his albums, and I couldn't name you 3 songs from ASAP.
That DMB,
I'm not even lying to you.
Them new songs, DMB, That's My Bitch, fire. Taylor Swift, fire. Same Problems, fire. Come on, stop hating on ASAP. He really is.
He never just felt like he never felt like a New York rapper to me, even though he's from New York for some reason.
That's because he has Southern influences. He was using Southern.
He rapped like niggas from Texas and Memphis. Like he like Memphis rap, Texas rap. That's why you're.
Jack, I never said he was bad. I just said I think he's overrated.
You saying he overrated? Nigga, you listen to Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is not overrated.
Travis Scott is literally took everything ASAP did and bit off of him. What is you talking about?
Oh my god, because he got the same head shape and hair.
He that nigga's son. Travis Scott is ASAP Rocky's son. Let's really talk about it.
Oh my god.
Let's really talk about it.
You know what I'm so mad about? Because I'm playing an online game. I can't pause to grip the back of your fucking neck like a cat. Travis Scott not only is a producer, Travis Scott gave some of your favorite artists their standout sound, but they needed a shift.
When he said straight up,
you want to save it for after dark?
Not only did that nigga start a move, not only did that nigga not only it's lit. Not only did that nigga revamp,
it's lit. Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
Okay. Hey, it's cool. We can talk
y'all want to save it for after dark? Yeah, save it for after dark.
Have you noticed Travis Scott best songs? He never the best part of any of his songs is always a feature. Did you notice that?
Tell me you're not familiar with that Human Roach without telling me you're not familiar with them. That nigga
ass. That nigga's ass. That nigga's ass.
Have you listened to Days Before? Have you listened to Days Before Rodeo or Rodeo? I'm not even gonna talk about Astro World.
I listen to it with you bitch ass home base niggas. That shit is ass.
Days Before Rodeo and Rodeo are better albums than A$AP Rocky has in none of his catalog. He ain't got none of them. He don't have no album that compete with either one of them albums.
You a pro at the road because you riding dick right now, my nigga. Get off the man meat.
A$AP Rocky ain't got one album better than Days Before Rodeo or Rodeo. Facts.
You know who's better than both of them? Big X the Plug.
Anyway. Oh my god!
The biggest.
Big X the Plug is fire. Don't know. Y'all are bugging. Y'all don't think Big X the Plug is fire? Bro, y'all are tripping.
Oh hell no! Oh,
Big X the Plug. Have y'all listened to his album?
BG like fat niggas with sexy voices. I get it, bro. I get it, bro.
Bro, that nigga can rap. What are y'all talking about? Bro, his production, his production is fire, and he can rap.
His production, bro. The song that's on the radio right now is
I fuck with Big X. I fuck with Big X.
Jack.
What?
The song that's on the radio
you
right
are
now
tripping.
is just him. It's just him rapping his lame ass story over the Isley Brothers' Contagious.
And it's fire.
I fucked and I told him was and I told him that I'm gonna be home soon. No, it's not. That nigga's whack.
It's fire.
That nigga's whack.
Big X. Okay, look. I'm not taking Alex no more. I'm not taking Alex serious no more. Like I'm not taking. Big X the Plug is fire, bro.
Making me wake my fucking cats up. Big X the Plug is only a thing because he's ashy, black, and chunky and fucking just another heavy set nigga. Because he's mediocre,
rap.
Bro.
He can rap. No, he's not. And his production. Listen, I don't know. Well, I do know who his team is. Because he's on a team with I think Steve Stout. So I think Steve Stout is making sure he get all like the best production. But his raps, dog, stop.
The song
the nigga can rap. The nigga can rap.
On the radio right now is him just rapping over the Contagious beat.
That flow and the lyrics.
Hold on. If you like Big X the Plug, I know you listen to Max O'Cream beat.
I'm cool with him.
That's your type. You like big niggas.
You gotta start listening to Max O'Cream, bro.
I like niggas that can rap. I just like niggas that can rap. That's all.
You like niggas that look like that put you to sleep with a good hug. That's what you like. You like big niggas that you want. That's what you want. They use tussy under their tits.
Anyway, save it for after dark, you freak. Clean frame. Well, I answered that one. We answered that. Cody Bishop. FBC Firebreak seems like Remedy's way to fulfill live service duties. A make good move so they can focus on making new story-driven games. Yeah, could be.
Seems like they way to fucking get out the gaming industry. They gonna fuck around, go out of business, putting out bullshit like that.
I just don't understand why, like, all these attempts at live service games. It'd be like from studios who make successful third-person games, and then once again they just keep making first-person shooters. Make a third-person game.
I'm saying this though. Didn't nobody in the studio play and say, "Hey, bro, this shit kind of like I'm not having fun." Like, who play tested this? I would have told him, like, bro, this shit's not fun. Like, what's going on with this? Like, y'all gotta go back to the drawing board with this motherfucker. Like,
the drawing board. I hate when.
buy one BBL, get one free. Donkey Kong games are better than Mario games. Prove me wrong. Oh, I've been said that. That's apps. That's absolute facts.
Yeah, I might agree with you, brother.
That's
I might agree
pure,
with that.
That's pure facts. Pure facts. By the way, I saw 28 Years Later. Great movie. Go see it. Don't listen to I don't know what anybody else says. Good movie. Go see it.
Yeah,
I heard people was upset about the ending. I heard people was upset about the
Yeah.
ending.
My mom and my sister went to family group chat and said, "What the hell was that ending?" So I don't know, BG.
Yeah, the ending wasn't bad. It was just the dude. What's his name? David Boyle, the director or whatever. He got a weird side to him, and it be coming out in these movies. Got a little
like
he's
like
a
Dan
weirdo.
Schneider, freaky like feet type weirdo, or
He's just got a weird side to him, man. He's kind of like you, Alex. Like he's like the alternate guy in what's in he's like probably one of those theater kids. You know how the theater kids be kind of weird, or the kids that were in the band that played like, oh, I play the trumpet, I play flute. You know, one of these weird niggas.
Hey, BG, you know,
walk around like a fucking half man, half playing a flute in a village.
Alex,
Like,
Alex, I gotta tell on you, Alex. BG, did you know Alex can play the trumpet without his mouth?
What the hell?
You gotta see this, bro.
Rare talent. Is that a genetic disorder?
Hey, I don't know. I ain't gonna say
Fire.
too much.
Alcoholic gamer, vodka cranberry.
I'm using my ass to play the trumpet. I ain't saying too much, man.
Alcoholic gamer, vodka cranberry today, and bring vodka cranberry today. And I bring the best drinks. Whoever says my drinks are mid, I'll pour up some bleach for you. That'll get you right. That'll get you right. Enjoy drinks on me. Yeah, stop playing with alcoholic gamer.
Me.
So if y'all don't know the story, somebody left a comment on one of my videos said alcoholic gamer be posting straight mid recommendations. That's what he said in so many words. I told alcoholic gamer, I'm like, hey, they slandering your name, but you sound delicious to me. So I don't know. So he did the rebuttal.
Putting your ad lib on a death threat is fire. Drinks on me.
Yeah.
That nigga pour some bleach. That was heat. I fuck with that. Yeah, fire.
Bleach on me.
Ooh, fire.
That's fire.
Monroe, 3.6 billion. That's 36 games with a budget of Spider-Man 2018. Could revive any PlayStation IP and still have money left over for new IPs. True indeed.
Hate to see it.
Joel Ilaraza. Is Tarek still with us, or he got hit with a missile?
Damn. Only he got hit.
His hey, they might need to take him over there, man. That forehead gonna that blast radius. No. Shout out to my boy Tarek. Good guy, great guy.
Oh man, the kid. If you work on the weekend, you're living a sad life. Yeah, I agree. I was telling Deontay, the fact that he works on weekends and works the night shift on weekends is like insane. Your life is an absolute mess if you work the night shift and on weekends. He getting the bag though. What y'all mean? He getting the bag
Jack, though.
You could not pay me enough to work the night shift on weekends. You can't. Your life has to be miserable.
We don't know what the rest of this week look like though. You might have some easy days.
I don't care, bro.
I've
worked the night shift very early, like right out of college. I lied to you not, bro. I wanted to end everything. I wanted to end everything, bro. It's horrible. It's horrible, bro. Everything about it is like just not meant for what like the human, what humans were meant to do. Like I didn't see the sun for a week straight. Because I'm working and then I go straight to sleep and then I wake up when it's time to go back to work. It's horrible, bro. And then on the weekends, you can't do nothing. It's horrible, bro.
This back in your prison call days?
Never been to prison.
No, when you was doing like psyop listening to recordings. Remember that job?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, around that time. Sure.
You all right, bro?
Yeah, dude.
Xbox, Emmanuel A1, Xbox Shadow bought Asus and AMD. Pay attention. Shadow bought? Okay. Or they're just doing collaborations and partnerships. Could be that. All right. Let me check Patreon real quick, see if we have anything. DT, before she was Lara Croft, she was known by another name. What was Lara's original name? Was it Laura Niles, Larry Kraft, Laura Zen, or Laura Cruz?
Laura Cruz.
Laura Cruz.
That sounds like a 90s
I'm gonna want to
action
go with
name.
that one. I'm gonna go Zen. I'm gonna go Zen.
Wait, no, that's Tom Cruise. No, Larry. I'm gonna go Larry.
You thought she was the dude at first?
I can imagine him saying, "Let's make a game," and then saying, "You know what? No, let's make her a girl."
Yeah.
The titties didn't look right on the dude. I'm gonna say Zen.
The dude had the titties too. They just.
I mean, their original, yeah. I mean, of course, we know their original inspiration, what was. But it was Laura Cruz.
I was right. Because
I
I'm a
wanted
real
to go with
Tomb
that
Raider
smooth.
fan.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Yeah.
I thought he was trying to trick us because Tom Cruise.
No, because I think she was supposed to be Hispanic.
She's supposed to be a big booty Latina, maybe.
Damn, bro, they fumbled the bag, bro. What?
Yeah, so we got a big tit.
Run that back. Sheesh.
He said run.
God damn, bro.
All right. We're done.
Well, I don't know if you want to talk about that whole that dude's tweet.
What dude?
That he did?
Who?
Oh God.
One that went viral.
I don't know. I'm not sure what we're talking about.
It's about like the okay, that's fine.
No, I'm curious though. Who?
That viral
It's about
tweet
the, like the whole
modern gamers?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you can explain it better than I can.
So, all right, a dude did a video. He was pretty much saying how like whenever people say modern games suck, people will tell you to broaden your horizon, or they'll recommend like the mad like niche games to you. His argument was if gaming was really at its peak, like people claiming, you wouldn't have to broaden your horizons because the games would just be there. And then he was saying, pretty much, people always say, well, you don't like modern gaming because you play like Negro casual games, pretty much. And he was saying, but if you even look at that genre, we had way more to choose from. Like it was mad different sports games, it was mad different shooters. Like he was just saying it was more variety back then, and he was pretty much saying people capping about current gaming. That's what the crux of his argument. And a lot of people's arguing what he said by saying, well, brother, you said it was more variety, but you named like straight nigga games. Like you ain't name no platformers, you ain't name no RPGs. But I think even if you take out the examples he made, which is probably just games he liked, I think he still has a very good point. Just because he didn't name a game that you liked from back then don't mean he wasn't talking about that genre. And I agree with what the dude was saying. A lot of people is disagreeing with him. It's all preference at the end of the day, but I think we'd be naive to say that current day gaming is the best that has ever been. I agree with that. That's just my point. But I think if we talk about that, though, you might have to show the video, to be honest, just so people can get the idea of it.
Yeah, I think it came across my Twitter timeline. I just didn't click on it. I didn't click.
It was a good video. I liked it. I thought I liked some of the points he was. But
yeah.
I think people got mad at him because he brought up like a lot of sports games, but he brought up like a lot, like than just Madden, like a lot of NBA Street, like he named a lot of games.
People was harping on, he's bringing up Def Jam, Vendetta, like those games. He's still playing nigga games. Like, bro, his point still makes sense if you bring up other genres. That's the point, bro. I got a phone call. God damn it.
Yeah.
You might have to play the video
though. War Machine Guy. I don't think BG is gonna like DK Bananza because it's made by the Odyssey team. Also, it will get nominated. I mean, I think I'll like it.
Thank you, brother.
I just don't like 3D Marios, But Donkey Kong is different. I like all Donkey Kong games. So, and Blandrew
because the way they
go ahead.
No, because the way they showed it off, there's like so much, like it comes off like a action adventure, and even if you want to, they have like retail demos at like at certain stores to play the game right now.
Okay. Blandrew, the world's a totally different place working the night shift. I worked night shifts right after I graduated college. It felt like I was living in rock bottom from SpongeBob. The night shift workers were strange. Yeah, it's for listen. The night shift is where the world puts the most undesirable people. That's like where you want to, put certain individuals away and keep them there in the basement so they can't walk in the daytime with the rest of the normal people.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's when they spawn in the lobby. All the niggas with no teeth.
Yeah, it's certain type of individual, man. So, listen, I'm not trying to, I'm not shitting on you if you work the night shift. Like, I applaud you because I think it's very difficult, but I also think your quality of life would be much better if you work the normal shift, and you should do everything in your power to get off of the night shift. That's just my opinion. I don't think there's any amount of money that could warrant the night shift, in my opinion.
You also got a wife.
Yeah.
You have a reason to be outside of work. Some niggas, they be like, bro, if I ain't playing the game or eating, I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially if you're in a relationship. So Deontay's probably a lonely loser in his basement with no woman.
What?
He's
his
probably
last boyfriend, him and him, they broke up. So
he's probably maidenless.
What? All right. This slander's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Shout out Deontay. Great guy. I love him to death. All right. Well, it's been real, y'all. We about to go to After Dark. Last week's After Dark was like a hot 6-7 hours. Good content. Y'all should check that out. Very entertaining.
Was I there last week? I
think so.
Damn,
or this past week one, or the week before. Yeah, it was good stuff.
I think. Yeah, because I think the week before y'all didn't do it because like the podcast was like so long.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I cut on real quick before we leave. I cut on Kazan. The world is going to hell in a handbastic, Jack. I cut on Kazan, and I didn't realize this game had a difficulty option. This is supposed to be a Souls game, and I didn't remember. Like I played the demo. I don't remember them asking me to select my difficulty. So when I turned the game on, and like I became visibly sick. It's like I ate moldy. It's like I ate moldy pizza or something like that. I was like, oh, I was disgusted.
You know what's crazy, BG? I'm pretty sure that game also just recently got like a difficulty. I guess it was too hard still, so they had to go in and hey man, is this the new future we living in to where
it's disgusting?
Souls games got difficulty patches? I mean difficulty options? Is that what we doing?
Hey, listen, I'm still gonna play it. Like it's not a deal breaker for me, but it does disgust me. That's all I'm saying. I think it's disgusting. So salute though.
Hey, I agree.
And I don't know if y'all want to get into it because people seem to think that you have a problem with difficulty options being in games like in general.
No, just Souls games. That's all. Just Souls games. Because
the whole genre was based off of difficulty. Like, come on, bro. Like,
and not having the option.
Understand that, if you don't understand that, we ain't the problem. We ain't the ones that need to explain it. You got to go do. Bro. Come on now.
But we out going after dark. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hell. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in the lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. Damn. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty and fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Well Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.